What is up, guys? Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. Today, we're going to do a little bit of everything. We're going to start off with a little Buffalo Trace mash or white dog. Buffalo Trace? White dog. Mash bill number one. So, we're going to obviously dive into this. We're going to try it neat. We're going to make it in a few different cocktails. And then we'll see how the night takes us. Maybe we dive into a little Old Forester 1910 action. You never know. I'm trying to save it, but you never know. So, welcome to the show. Happy Friday. Glad to have you here. Buckle up and let me know what you're drinking on. So, I probably should have opened this before I started. Oh, it's got a little tab. We're good. We're golden. We're golden. So, either way, boys. Am I still sick? I don't feel the greatest still. That thing's been lingering, though. Would I go live on Monday? Was it Monday or Sunday? One of the two. I went live. I was damn near dying. You guys were like, "Are we leaving? Are we staying?" I said, "No, we're going to bed." So, damn, this thing. You hear that? It's like a synthetic cork. Like, what is? It's not even a cork. Either way, we're feeling a little bit better today. We're getting there. We're getting back on the mend. Check the chat. Taylor Dom says, cheers. Cheers, Call Me Old Fashioned. And everyone, happy International Beer Day. Well, we don't do beer. We did beer once, but we don't do beer. Liz says, cheers. Eric says, Tater, Call Me Old Fashioned. Happy Friday. EH. Eric, what's going on, buddy? Hey, I was talking with Tuxedo Cat, and I said, it's kind of crazy. I drink samples, and all of a sudden I'm sick. Just saying. All of a sudden, if you're trying to take me out, you gotta try harder than that. Kidding, obviously. Kidding. All right, so for those that don't know, and you're wanting some kind of educational piece, the Buffalo Trace Mash Bill number one is what they put or what they use for. Damn, that cork. I don't like a fake cork. That's weird. This is what they use in Buffalo Trace, right? This is their distillate before it gets aged in a barrel and gets all the good juices and the good flavors. What am I expecting from this? Eric says, bro, I ended up sick too. You probably coughed on my bottles. What am I expecting from this, though? Honestly, I'm not expecting to be good at all. But the whole point is, it's whiskey, right? Don't get me wrong. It's whiskey. Well, I want to try and turn it into a good drink. What is it? Is it good? This bottle, by the way, is like $25. So it's not like the cheapest thing in the world. But I want to know if is it worth having. If it has some potential, I'll go buy 2 or 3 of these, and we can put it in a barrel. And we can age it ourselves, make our own Buffalo Trace. Maybe make like a double oak Buffalo Trace. Now, just so you guys know, this is obviously corn, rye, malted barley recipe. 62.5% alcohol for 125 proof, so it's already got the heat, so it's got potential regardless. So, before we dive into it, Miss Mom says, sipping on some Bent Distillery, unbent straight wheat, bottled and bond, single barrel. That's a mouthful. It's a Texas distillery in Lewisville, Texas. Dallas Fort Worth. He's like, I sent them before I got sick. You sent them before you started showing symptoms. He's like, your bottle, LOL. Hello all. Tuxedo. If you guys don't know, I had to reach out to Tuxedo. I'm trying to get together the Discord. I underestimated how much work that actually took. Like what actually goes involved for Discord. I thought you sign up, you have a chat room. It's way more in depth. So I reached out to Tuxedo Cat. Told him, hey, help me out, because apparently I don't know shit about shit. It's the one thing I don't think I've ever done. I've never been in Discords. I don't really do that. My buddy has it. I did a little sniff, out of habit. It just wasn't. It was weird. It's like corn on the cob. Yeah, I've never done Discord. So Tuxedo Cat's either going to teach me or he's just going to do it all. One of the two. We're going to figure it out. We're going to have to put Tuxedo on payroll or something. I will say, if you ever have, just off the top of my head, if you ever have trouble pulling out notes, you can buy this. I can smell it and I can taste it. It's like a sweet corn. like out of a can. Like if you get like a canned corn and you just crack it, it has all those juices in it. They may be pranking me, and maybe this is corn juice. Technically, it is corn juice. Yeah, it's just like, I will say it's nowhere near as harsh. Like I expected it to be a lot of like ethanol and maybe like, you know, some grains and stuff. That's weird. But almost like no ethanol. Eric says, I'm not a big fan of that White Dog. I don't know. I've never had it. But I figured it'd be something cool to play around with, you know. Tuxedo says, well, as long as Call Me Old Fashioned mentioned it, I was going to keep it on the down low. As long as he's mentioned it, Call Me Old Fashioned really messed up the Discord server. Like, I don't know how, but it came in and, wow. Damn, Tuxedo, you're just going to do me like... I just started it, did a couple things, and realized I was in way over my head. So, I somehow have a YouTube bot on there. Don't know how I did that, so... Maybe it alerted everybody I went live, but I doubt it because I didn't put my information in for YouTube, so... What? I don't know what to fucking think about that. iRock in the chat says, hey, iRock, welcome to the stream, bud. Bro, that was weird. I don't know if it was like a bonding over whiskey, says the rye guy. I like that. I like the switch up. Oughta try Dickel White Dog. It has no remnants of vitamins. I'm not going to say that White Dog's something that I really want to dive into too far, but I'm testing this one out. We're going to play around with it. Maybe make a couple cocktails to try and spice it up. I don't know. Liz says, a lot better than last live. Yeah, I was dying last live. Jake in the chat says, hey, welcome back, Jake. All right, let's go for a second one. Let's try to be professional. We'll be professional. Okay. No. All right. That was not good. Not good at all. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm done with the neat. I'm done with the neat shit. We're going to mix this with every bit of sugar thing we can possibly find. And then I can let you know if it's worth it. If you're going to buy this neat and drink it like this, not worth it. Not buy. No. We'll save you $25. That's stupid. That was stupid. That was a stupid buy already. But we don't waste bottles or money here. So, have a little cocktail in mind. And I don't remember who the fuck gave me the idea. Somebody was talking about Arnold Palmer's in the chat the other day, right? I was like, you know what? Let's make a little, like a raspberry version of that. So we're going to start off with putting some raspberries in this. Damn, I ain't got enough room up here, do I? Let's move some stuff over. Let's reorganize real quick. We're going to put some raspberries in, right? We're going to go ahead and do a little... Damn, this fucking cork, bro. We're going to go throw 2 ounces of this White Dog. The only way I imagine this is going to be good if we put sugar and shit in it. So, 2 ounces of the White Dog in there. Let's go ahead and give it a little muddle. All right, just break up the raspberries, mix it in with the White Dog a little bit. I probably should have muddled them first, but that's hey, I never said I was a bartender. I just said I'm making a drink. All right. Then we want to go, we're going to use a little, and if you guys don't have Publix around you, move away. Get you a Publix near you or don't live there. A little Publix raspberry flavored lemonade, right? getting a little tart. Still a little bit of fruitiness in there. We're going to throw 2 ounces of this in there. Ryan S. in the chat. Danielle in the chat. Welcome, people. I'm making a drink, so I can't really read this second. But then, again, Publix. Have you had Publix sweet tea? That's all you need to know. If you had it, you know. If you didn't have it, you don't know. 2 ounces of this. It's basically a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. Give it a little mix. Then we got to come in with some ice. Put it in our little glass here. There we go. That might be too much ice, but it is what it is. And then, of course, just pour everything in there. Raspberries and all. I definitely overshot the liquid size. Oh, wait. Look at me. Call me old-fashioned. Call me raspberry drink maker at this point, you know? May have been too many raspberries for the cocktail, but hey. We're here to fuck shit up. And then you gotta get bougie, right? You gotta throw a little lime in there, or a little lemon in there. Throw it in there for a garnish. 2 raspberries as well. Thank you. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. The question though, is it good? You know? It's basically raspberry and corn now, if I had to guess. Let's check the chat real quick. Damn, y'all went. iRock says, AKA smooth as butter. I didn't know if you want me to call you that in here, so. Let's see. Mr. Mom. Tuxedo said, oh my God, EH. I is good. I'm so happy I had a combo with iRock. Now he doesn't just think I'm some mindless scammy guy. Debatable. You guys are talking so much, I had to quickly try to throw together a Discord. It didn't work, but I had people text me going like, who's talking in there? And I'm like, my bad. Y'all can talk. I'm just going to find a spot where everybody can just run wild. Danielle says, cheers to everybody. iRock says that sounds good. Hopefully. We're going to find out in a second. Mr. Mom says, toss an Amarana stave in there. That was maybe me with an Arnold Palmer tea, Crown Royal Blackberry. You're the one that gave me the idea for this. But I wanted to try it with a White Dog, so. That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Danielle said, did Ducks teach you this drink? I saw fruit, LL. No, I came up with it on my own. Damn, bro, I can't catch up. Bonding Over Whiskey said, wow, I miss Publix. Their sandwiches, donuts were great. Donuts? I don't know if I've had their donuts. iRock says, trying to watch my bets and this? Bro, what's the bets, bro? Don't buy this. Don't buy it at all. Never wanted to waste alcohol, but Liz, if you're watching, you want that? I pictured like, hey, this is gonna be decent enough, right? Got some whiskey notes on it, but it's clear, right? Women like clear alcohol. Let me make her a fruity drink. She'll like it, and then we can say she likes whiskey. Find a whiskey that she likes, right? That's where my head was going. This is fucking gross. The only thing that I can think to do with less with this is go buy one of those like oak. Is he sleeping? No. Oak and it's not good.
I'm gonna taste it.
There's a little thing in there, so just be careful of that. I just pushed it in. You like it? No? No? Oh, okay.
That is not good.
Yeah, this thing's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. 0 out of 10.
She says 0 out of 10, boys. 0 out of 10. Mr. Mom said just buy Buffalo Trace for the 25. You spent that on White Dog. I did. I'm not mad that I spent the money because I like to experiment. I like to try different things. So I'll chop this into the lost bucket. But iRock says slam it. No balls. Nah, I'm okay. If I would have made this second, I was already had a little buzz, I would. But I'd have to sit with that aftertaste sober. And I'm okay. I don't need that. Molotov cocktail. Yeah, I mean, you can buy Buffalo Trace. I already own it now, and it's open. So what I think I'm going to do is buy the, like, oak in a bottle or barrel in a bottle. What is it called? It's like a little stave you throw in there, you know? And that way it just ages it in this, and then we can try it again. Maybe it adds flavor. Maybe I throw it on the fucking ground. One of the two. You know? I'm doing something with it. I paid $25 for it, so it's... Mr. Mom says mix White Dog and Coke. I was going to, bro, my next plan, I have it already dialed up, bro. I was going to make an old fashioned with it. But I don't want to waste my fucking bitters now. You know what I mean? This is my last good ice. I got to make more, but because he just had to mess with you, I would have done it too. You just got to wait for him a little buzzy buzz. So, the whole video is meant on this, but I'm gonna shit on it for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to get into some good shit. I'm glad I had a backup bottle. Glad I had a backup bottle. I've been looking for this one. I finally found it. Old Forester 1910. This is the double oak of the Old Foresters. Whenever I bring up double oak bourbons, double oak whiskeys, anything like that, everybody just says, I mean, everybody does say Woodford's double oak. And they also say Peerless. But this is on the list, you know. So. Ryan said, do not make an old-fashioned with that, please. I'm not, no. I was, in my head, this video went a lot better. I'm just going to throw that out there. In my head, I was like, you know what? This is going to be awesome. You know? What could go wrong? I'll drink it neat. We could talk about that for a little bit. I was like, then we'll make a fruity cocktail. We get the wife involved. Get her in here. Try it. You know what I mean? And then after that, maybe I make an old-fashioned with it. I keep the buzz riding. Dawn Fingers. Those are top 3. Top 3 what? Double Oaks? Or the White Dog shit that I'm shitting on right now. Eric says, happy birthday to the ground. Eric says, don't do that. No old fashioned. I just was saying, that's what that's what I was thinking. That was the plan originally. But it's not good. Like, I'm sure, like, if you just hate yourself and you just don't care about anything and you're like, you know what, how do I punish myself? You go buy yourself a little $25 of this. Costs way too much. The bottle's too small. And it tastes like fucking canned corn. Canned corn with rubbing alcohol in it. Review. Book it. Texas said, bro, how sad is Florida if you have to look for 1910? I just never, it's always sold out. Like, anytime I go, I see the little price tag. It's just always sold out. It's always empty. They always have 1920. It's everywhere. So. I'm sure it's been there when I wasn't looking for it, and I just didn't pay attention to it. But I went in. I was gonna buy Woodford's Double Oak, and I saw this, and I said, you know what? I've had Woodford's Double Oak. I talk about it all the time. So let's get something new. Oh, Eric says, will it pot still or White Dog? Will it pot still? Yeah, that's how bad that is. Now, will it pot still can't be saved. Can White Dog be saved is the question. We'll find out later. We'll test it. I'm not gonna. It's not. We're not done here. We're just done here with this shit. You know, we're gonna try and we're gonna go completely opposite. We're not making mixed drinks with it. We're gonna fucking do something to it. Don says it's everywhere on the west coast of Florida. I'm on the west coast. I'm in Jacksonville. I just never find it. I only go to like 3 liquor stores though at this point. Like I'm always busy, so I always kind of go to the same ones that almost never have it. If I go out to a few of them, like they don't have it either, but maybe it's just my luck. This has not been a bottle that I've like. I'm not going from store to store to store to store to hunt. When I go to a store, I'm like, hey, do they have it? No? Okay. Ryan said that one head to head. Will it pot still? Could win. Yeah, it would win. Unless you really like canned corn. If you like canned corn, this is your bottle. It looks like I'm talking about that. I'm talking about this, just in case anybody's just now popping in. 15 of you guys in the chat currently. There was a lot more before. There's only 9 likes. Somebody drop a little like for your boy. We're growing still. We're trying to cruise all the way up there. Bro, iRock's in the fantasy chat right now. What's happening? What's he saying? For the White Dog. Buffalo Trace 5-liter oak barrel, $109 for the White Dog. It looks cool. See, that's what happened, guys. When you join the fantasy league, you can chat with me sometimes. I'm not in there too much, but I'll be more in the Discord once that happens. But, ooh, chat's going. Iraq says, you have a liquor barn? No, we don't have a liquor barn. We have Total Wine, though. Eric says, subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications. Eric, appreciate it. Daniel says, I like every time I come in. I mean, I appreciate it. God of War says, I'm always drinking Woodford's Double Oak for old fashions. Hearing a lot about Bullet Rye. Does the rye have more burn or sweet kick? I mean, if you were to say what does it have more of, it's going to have more spice, which is going to be burn or spicy, whatever you kind of refer that to. Woodford's Double Oak is very sweet. I love Woodford's Double Oak Old Fashions. Those are my number one. It's on every one of my lists. People give me shit, though, for it because they say it's too expensive to make it, but iRock says, you take that and let it sit. Oh, yeah. I would just let it marinate. All right, let's dive into something that's going to taste at least good. Hopefully. Man, if this sucked, oh, God, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. Now, the one downside of this is 93 proof. I was expecting like 96, 99, 105 would have been ideal, but whatever. But yep. Old Forester's 1910 Old Fine Whiskey. This is a double oak. I love 1920, so I can imagine I'm going to like this. But you guys let me know. You like Old Forester's 1910? Ooh. It says in that barrel, bro. I know. Daniel says dun dun dun. Yeah. That's way better. That smells like bourbon. My palate's still fucked from that corn. I mean, it's good. It's really good. It doesn't even come like within a mile of Woodford's Double Oak though. Like not even like in speaking distance. But it is very good. It definitely has its own like Old Forester unique taste to it. So Tuxio says we have Liquor Barn in Colorado, but somewhere along the line they held the good stuff from the Colorado locations because they got all the crap. LOL. Hopefully they're better out there. Ryan says you'll like it. I do. I think I haven't finished the review, but I think you're right. Don Figure says I like 1910, but I think Woodford's Reserve Double Oak is better, especially the store picks from Total Wine. Completely agree. I'm one sip in. Completely agree. Max THC. Last time I was watching you live, I was drinking this, the 1910. Hey, I got it for you. Daniel says Tux, Weston, Colorado. Liquor Barn stores. Shaped like a barn. Very cute. That's funny. The yeah, Woodford Double Oak's miles ahead. I should have picked that up comparatively, but I like trying new things, so I'm glad I have it. But I could promise you, if we did a blind, I would know. Don Art says Old Forester 1897 bottled and bond is my favorite. I've not had that one, but if it's your favorite, maybe we're on the lookout for that one now. Wife said the kid's gonna cry. Sorry in advance. I mean, it happened. It's his bedtime, so sorry. Mr. Mom says I like 1910. I need to get. I like 1910. I need to get the 1920. I want to blend 1915. Oh, like you blend them together. 60% 1920, 40% 1910. I mean, I can do that now. Not the second, but I can do it. I like 1920 better than this, though. Just so everybody knows. How many years is this aged? I didn't really look too far into this one because it was like everybody kind of knows. So the review's already been beat dead, so I'm not really dying to do a full review on it. But IROC says, yeah, Woodford's Double is definitely my top 3. Woodford's Double is my number 1. Fight me on it. Yeah, to me, I like, obviously you guys know me. I like old fashions. We'll have an old fashioned of this here in a second. Let's do that now, actually. And then we can talk about old fashions and stuff. I'm just going to set this over here for a second. Ice melted a little bit. All right. I'm going to make it in the glass because I don't even want anything that touched the white dog. I was going to rinse it out. I just don't even want it. I don't even want the remnants of the white dog touching it. So little spiced cherry bitters. Steven in the chat says, hey buddy. Welcome back, Steven. You think I forget you? I didn't forget you. Little spiced cherry bitters, little orange bitters. We're gonna do just a touch of simple syrup. When you're under 100 proof, just a little bit, like a baby amount. Just a baby amount. Where's my cherries? We'll do that after, actually. Again, I would do it properly and measure it. I'm not gonna do that because the white dog touched it. I don't want the remnants. Should be good enough. That's a real cork, by the way, if anybody was caring. I should have known. I should have known the white dog was gonna be dog shit when I had a synthetic cork. Tuck says, are those 2 top lights still out? They are. I ordered new ones, but they didn't get here in time, so I went to the store and picked some up, but I bought the wrong ones. I don't know if I told you that last time. Expert Agenda in the chat says, You get a chance to try the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye yet? No, not the Barrel Proof Rye. I have the Barrel Proof Single Barrel, but not the Rye. Honestly, I haven't really been looking for it anymore. I'm just like waiting for it to find me at this point. Because I got tired of looking for it. And I found it a few times that was just a little overpriced, but it's not, I know it's not worth the overprice. I'm not going to pay secondary. So if I find it, great. If I don't, I don't. I don't know when the last time you came in the chat though was. I did get the Bullet 12-year rye. This is my new favorite rye right now. This shit is bomb. I know it's MGP, but it's bomb. So that's my thoughts on it. And if you were gonna guess if I was gonna smoke it, definitely smoking it. I still have the cherry wood in there. Expert says, nice. I have the base Bullet Rye, but might need to check that out if I can. I like the base one too. This is way better though. A lot more flavor in my opinion, of course. Let's get these out of here. Dog shit drinks. What a waste of a first half of stream, you know? Drinking White Dog. Who gave me that idea? All right. So we have 1910 Old Forester Old Fashioned. Closer to says, cheers. That Bullet Rye is 95%. So nice. It's delicious. Danielle says, I'm smoking it too. Mine's THC. Could you imagine smoking an Old Fashioned with like THC? That'd be a waste, but I mean, it'd be funny. It needs just a slightly more proof, but it's good. I actually like this more in the Old Fashioned than I do neat. Mr. Lopez says, hell yeah, at Danielle. Closer 2 says, sipping on 100 Old Forester. The 100 is good too, though. I picked up the 1910 because I don't see it often, but I also was looking for a double oak, and I just happened to find this at the right time. I probably should have got Woodford's double oak. I like it way better, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Will Scott says, sipping Michter's Rye. Thanks for the content. Will, well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you watching. Michter's Rye. Is it just like the, did you say it? The straight rye? Or one of the special ones? Bro, IROC's like, IROC, do you just want to call in or something, bud? We're having a full combo over here, it looks like. Burn him. The one thing that sucks about fantasy, I can't zoom in on the photos, so I can't like barely see him. Good to see you. Bro, it took me for a second to realize what he was saying. Mr. Lopez, it's been a minute. Fat Fuzzy Potato. That's a hilarious name. Just made an old fashioned with 1920. Don't make a drink with something you won't sip. I sip everything, but I'm over here critiquing it like I'm fucking the Hamburglar or something, you know. So I like it neat. I like it more as an old fashioned though. 1920 as an old fashioned though. I think I've had one. I don't think it's my favorite. I definitely like the 1920 neat though. I like the weird little banana note it has. It's good. I like them all. I like alcohol. How about that? I like whiskey. Mr. Mom says, what do you think about the Jim Beam double oak? It's okay. It's nothing like special. That's why I've never talked about it on here. Like honestly, I like the Jim Beam Black 7-year better than the double oak. So Barrel proof is what I sent. It's Heaven Hill product, and it's 120 proof. Hey. I'm here for that. 120 proof. Turn that into an old-fashioned quick. So you guys know, every message I get, my watch and phone goes off like crazy. That's why I was looking for the Discord, because I don't want to turn the notifications off, but yeah, White Dog, if anybody's just popping in, didn't see the White Dog part of the review, tastes like canned corn. Like, not in a good way. Just so you know. I made it in a cocktail, still couldn't save it. And it wasn't even like an old-fashioned cocktail. It was like half lemonade, Arnold Palmer, so like the fucking half lemonade. It was raspberry lemonade too. Sweet tea, a little muddled up raspberries, a little lemon, and apparently fucking cream corn. Oh shit, I just knocked over the fucking tea. Knocked over the tea, boys. Picked it up, it's good. You know, I think the biggest difference between the 1910 and the Woodford's Double Oak, the Woodford's Double Oak is sweeter and it has that chocolate note that really kind of sends it. This is kind of just like bitter oak and the Old Forester taste. Da, da, da. iRock says, over Holt 114 in an old fashioned. Yes, I'm saying it again. I think you said that last time too. Fuzzy Fat, or if I keep fucking reading that backwards. Fat Fuzzy Potato says, have you tried Mixer's Sour Mash? If so, what's your thoughts? I have not tried that one. I want to though. But it's one of those bottles that like, it's not like super cheap, so it's not usually like, hey, let me just throw that in. It's like the mid-range price bottle where I'm always like, oh, I'll get it next time. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'll get it next time. I always overlook it. Closer says, love the nose. On the 1910, I mean, a little double oak for it. I mean, unless you're talking about the Woodfords, bro, I can fucking get a little Woodfords double oak cologne. Spray that on me. I love that shit. Mr. Mom says, spilled the tea. Hey. The wife had me watching The Bachelor earlier, so I could tell you all the tea, apparently. I was fucking trying to get the Discord, tried to do the thumbnail, trying to set up the stream. And she's like, said something, I go, he's not getting a rose. Henry McKenna Sour Mash is not bad. Honestly, I didn't even know Henry McKenna had a Sour Mash. Henry McKenna is on my, like, do not fucking buy list. Not because it's horrible, but because it's so inconsistent. I had one amazing bottle from them, but I also had one bottle that was garbage. So it killed it for me. Maybe I'll go back in a year or two. But I'm not going back right now. Why aren't you guys talking in the chat? What are we doing, boys? Oh, yeah. Tuxedo says, iRock's been talking to Call Me Old Fashioned chat, so I've been chatting over there, too, to make sure he's included. Psst, LOL. Psst, psst, psst. The poor guy is confused. Don't let him see this. Oh, iRock didn't see you there. That's funny. Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, my phone's going off like crazy. I'm like, we're live, boys. You know that, right? I'm gonna put it in there in case nobody knows. Okay, in case somebody doesn't know. Miss Lopez says, BRB folks. Miss Lopez isn't coming back, is he? He's like, my bad. I mean, I don't care if you talk over there. I'm just letting you know I'm live. So I'm over here. Maybe the cherry's a little weird on that one. But the 1910, that's gonna get a pass. Or not a pass. Like, it's passing grade. I'm all flushed up from the white dog. Can't send our bourbon picks in here. I know. I'm surprised you can in the fantasy app too. I'm surprised it allows you to send pictures. God of War says top 3 after Woodford's. I want to try something else comparable. Honestly, like, Woodford's is in its own like little lane for me. Like, it's hard to find something that's similar, that's also like good. The closest thing to Woodford's Double Oak for me, and to still be like, hey, it's worth a pickup, is going to be the Bardstown Bourbon Company single barrel. Now, their single barrels are also very similar, right? There's not like wide variations of it. But the Bardstown, this is also kind of pricey though. This is like $80. But this one's 126.8 proof. It has the proof that I honestly I like quite well. It drinks under the 126 though, but it has the same sweetness level. It has, I wouldn't say the same oak level, but it's got decent oak. But it has that chocolate note that you taste in Woodford's Double Oak. So it's very comparable in that sense. But you're basically trading out a little bit of oak for more proof, right? I've made that in an old fashioned too. If I smoke the old fashioned with like oak chips instead of like a flavored chip, right? Because you got, ooh, I almost spilt them everywhere. Like, I have oak chips, I have cherry chips, walnut, apple. If I use the oak chips, it's just like a high proof Woodford's Double Oak with a little bit of extra flair. Bardstown single. Yes, sir. Are you going to tell me you've already had it? After that, there's nothing that really compares to it. But like, if you want like another like really good one, the new stuff I've been drinking has been the New Riff single barrel has been pretty good. Their single barrels also don't have a wide variation in them. Still, Austin Cast Strength is really good, and really any of the Redwood Empires. Those are like some of my top stuff right now. When somebody asks me what's my top 3 or my top this, like, I make videos on that sometimes, but my tops always change because I'm always trying a new bottle. So, what Eric says, Peerless Double Oak may be one to try. I never find it, but yes, if I find it, I will definitely pick it up. Haven't tried it in a long time, but I remember liking it. A lot of people like it. Some people will rate it over Woodford's, hence why I've been looking for it, but I don't believe it, but we'll see one day. Fat Fuzzy says, if you were going to party and just had to grab a bottle of bourbon off the shelf, it could be 30, could be 100. What are you picking? It would be Woodford's Double Oak, but let's just say we've talked enough about that. I like to get so technical because I'm like, what kind of party? Am I going for volume, or am I going for one bottle for just me and one other person? You know what I mean? There's so many different things. And also, like, what time of the year is it? If it's winter, we're going to lean more towards the rye, get a little rye spice, Christmas vibes, you know. Complete summer, maybe we go Japanese, right? Get a little citrus sun vibes. But overall, it's Woodford's Double Oak. If I couldn't pick up Woodford's Double Oak because they don't have it, honestly, I'm probably going to Woodford's, or I'm going to Redwood Empire. Any of them. You can pick any of them. If you like rye, grab the rye. If you like the bourbon, pick up Pipe Dream. I like Lost Monarch too, so. God of War says, Ryan says, I love Peerless Double Oak. Hard to find in North Carolina. It's hard to find everywhere, I think. IROC says, Peerless Single Barrel is good. Just wanted to keep an eye out for. Ryan says, I like it more than Woodford's, but it's $100, so it should be better. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people say it's better. I don't. In that discussion, if we're going to talk about something being better than Woodford's, I just want to see what's better. The price is going to be something we look at later. Because I talk so highly of Woodford's Double Oak, you know. IROC says, grab an Old Forester 100 or Cooper's 100. I actually have not had Cooper's 100, even though I've been recommended like 50 million times. So I'd probably, as of right now, go Old Forester 100 because I know that's good. Eric says, Peerless Bourbon is good. The bottling had reminded me of a Green River and an E.H. Taylor blended together. My palate's opinion only. I mean, if you're right, it sounds delicious. I see the Peerless Bourbon all the time. I just always want the Double Oak, so I don't pick that up. Did not post in there. Let's check this. But should we do? Let's go back. I had a little bit already. Let's just roll her over. Maybe we bring down the 1920 too. Where's the 1920 at? 1920. I will say I like the colors on the 1920 better. It's got that Miami Dolphin Aqua. Ryan said, I had to go to the store grand opening on Wednesday to pick up my first Peerless Double Oak. I mean, it sounds like a good time. I wouldn't say you had to. I'd say you get to. Or you got to. Old Forester always come out weird in Prohibition style. Old fine whiskey, you know? Maybe I like the 1920 better because it's 115 proof, which is right in that sweet spot for me, you know? God of War says your setup in the background is sick. Keep doing your thing, bro. Honestly, bro, it's like half set up. My lights up here went out. I have them on order, but it will look better, I promise. Did you get the Old Forester 117 series yet? I don't know. I guess I didn't. I did not. God of War, I appreciate it though. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm always continue trying to grow the background up, you know. But the lights going out kind of pissed me off because I spent a lot of money on them, and both sides at the same time just, you know. Ryan says, yeah, I'm saying it. Not just on the shelves. Had to be a special occasion for them to have it. I know. I mean, I'm glad you got one. Tuxedo says, so I don't want to brag, but let's hear it. Let's hear it, Kat. You got the Discord. It looks amazing, and it's ready to be posted? Or does he just want to say that he has full access to my Discord and could kick me out at any moment? You know what I want? Some of the hard stuff. Tuxio said, also, no, the Discord is beyond repair. Beyond repair? It just started. I didn't do anything that wrong. Message me. If you're serious, message me, and then I'll just fucking delete it. I'll start over. Fat Fuzzy Potato says, thoughts on Maker's Mark? My uncle always loved the 46 cast strength, no matter what I give him to try. The 46 cast strength is good, though. It's very much vanilla bomb, French oak. It's delicious, you know. The cast strength is also good because of the proof. So, I mean, I think your uncle is pretty much spot on. It's good. I have the Maker's Generations of Proof. It's not the 46, but it kind of gives you a breakdown of what staves are in there, like 46 or, you know, French or whatever. I did a whole live drinking all three of those, like in the past. You may be able to find it. So the kid's crying. I don't know if he's in the. No, he's not in the crib. But yeah, we're gonna go with the hard stuff now. Really try to get even kill for the stream. So. Drink those glasses all night, not even feel it. That was sweet tea. A little Publix tea. That shit hits. Ryan says, try the 1915 that people talk about. 1910, 1920 blend together. Yeah, they were talking about it earlier, but I'm sure I could pour it into a Glen, like 60-40. But I'd also say it probably needs to sit and marinate. I did some fucking dumb shit last fucking Friday where we were blending like E.H. Taylor and Wild Turkey Rare Breed, you know, doing this completely dumb shit. And you may be able to get instant flavors, but it doesn't actually have time to blend together. So if you do it right, you can take either both bottles or just a little bit, right? Blend it together, but you want to let it sit there for a little bit to really kind of get it together. Tuxu says, no, I'm kidding, but I was taking a nap earlier, and now this is going on, so I can take a look later. Says, name that movie? I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe, I don't know. The yeah, Tux, I didn't expect it to be done or anything like that, so don't. I'm just fucking with you. If it was not repairable, then I definitely would want to know, but. All right, so right here we do have the 1920, by the way. It is better, so. Eric says, what about trying that Infinity Ball? It sat for a while. Bro, it's still fucking over there. I'm scared of that bottle, bro. The proof on that thing is probably like 1 billion. Bro, the mic is picking them up like crazy. I go like this. Bro, this kid voices travels everywhere. I can see it on the levels. All right, you talked me into it. Let's do dumb shit. Mr. Mom's still in the chat. What's the percentage? Is it 60? What's 60%? Mm-mm-mm. 60%, 1920. Okay, good. Tuxedo says, call me a fashion, remind me of my dad, LOL. My dad, a senior project manager at a huge company for over 35 years, heads multiple huge and deals. Where's it going? Yeah, it still needs me to turn the flashlight on. Damn, bro. No, so I can fucking do a lot of shit. But I've never done Discord. I've never looked into it. I've never even tried. I thought it'd be easy. And then I'm like, well, shit, it needs to be done like right now. Like I would like it to have it done a quicker. And I was like, I don't have the time to teach myself Discord and then build it. I'm like, this is crazy. You know, I was ready to just be like, all right, screw this. I texted my buddy. I was like, hey, you have a Discord that runs pretty well. What do you do? And he's like, to be honest, I had somebody else do it. He's like, I have no idea what to do. So I messaged Tuxedo Cat. I was like, hey, do you know? And he's like, I know everything. So I was like, all right, bet. iRock says 1915. Here we go. All right. Well, apparently everybody talks about 1915 a lot. Fat Fuzzy Potato says, is it 1915 or 3830? You're right. We got that 3830 going on. Let's try to blend it as much as we can. Give it a nice little swirl, a little reverse, a little reverse. The one thing that would be good though is you're adding in the proof from the 1920, but the double oak portion from the 1910. You're adding the banana. It's like banana oak because you're gonna have the banana note from the 1910. iRock says, good question. Let's give her the old college try. All right. It's been blended enough without letting it sit, of course. Let's do it proper. Let's be professional. It's like very strange, right? Because like you get the oak from the 1910 and you start getting the proof from the 1920, but it's like a smoother high proof. Like it's weird, right? Because you know it tastes higher proof, but it gets cut, you know? Tuxie says, name that company. Company with huge defense contracts with the U.S. government, huge international presence. What are we doing? I'm confused. I don't know. It's very kind of strange. Louis says, I was thinking about Woodford's Reserve with 1920. I don't know. I don't have the regular Woodford's Reserve to blend that to, but. IROC says, you said y'all don't have Kroger, right? No, Kroger's like a North Carolina thing. But yeah, Louis, welcome to the stream, bud. Fat Fuzzy Potato says, don't know if you're a rum fan, but Plantation Fancy Smoke Formula is a crazy pour. It's pineapple made rum, aged in peatish Irish single malt barrels. It's a pretty unique experience. Well, I don't know. I'm not the biggest rum fan, but like, if there's anything that is kind of like unique like that, then I definitely want to try it. Tuxu says Walmart coming through like a G. LOL. Walmart? Oh, I missed something apparently. IROC says I've been finding cool bottles at our Walmart neighborhood marketplace, and for a decent price. Who calls Walmart a neighborhood marketplace? That's weird. Walmart does MSRP though for everything. They're not marking up anything because the people working there ain't getting a cut. Tuxedo. The G spot. Eric says more like OGs. Oh, do we have a button for that? Oh, wait. Tux rapping. Tux usually has a Call Me Old Fashioned Discord must have a channel called the OG Spot. Create it up, bud. You're telling me, like, if I know how to do it. I wish I knew the Discord. Bro, I watched the video on the Discord thing, by the way, and I was like, it said 5 minutes to make a decent Discord. I said, all right, bet. Watch that thing. Bro, buddy was talking so fast, it was like 20 minutes on high speed. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. Bottom of my glass drive me nuts. All right, I think I'm about done with the 1920s. I want to move on to something a little bit different. And I'll let you guys choose. It's one of three. It's one of my three. We can go either New Rift, we can go Still Austin. Okay, New Rift single barrel, Still Austin cast strength, or Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. You guys let me know. You can pick it. That's what I'm going with next. I'm not blending any of these either. I don't know. I think the 1915 thing, like, it's cool to talk about. I don't know if it really works. Like, it tastes good, but like, I think it needs to sit. Like, if you're gonna do this. Potato says, I have a local place I go to have just about everything and only. I gotta pause it when I read things long. Just about everything, and the only thing they really mark up is blends because people still resell like crazy. Can still find some rare finds, luckily. Potato, where are you at? Are you in like Florida? Where are you at? What state? Eric says New Rift. You liking the New Rift, Eric? I know you got a couple bottles from there. You liking the pours? Tuxu says it's a dream of every sweaty basement dwelling relationship list guy to be either a Discord, Reddit, or Twitch mod. Why don't we get you to be all three? How about that? iRock says never had Redwood? iRock, what are we doing, bud? Smooth as butter? More like gravel road, bud. You got to get some. I'm not saying you have to go spend expensive money on the bottled and bond or the cast strength. The white labels are good, right? Would you like them to be higher proof? Absolutely. But the white labels are good. Potato says Michigan. Bro, is everybody from Michigan at this point? What's happening? Everybody keeps coming in from Michigan. Tuxer says 28 months later. Oh, to your being a mod on everything. I know, right? We can go New Rift, though. If everybody's saying New Rift, I'm here for it. Eric says he does especially like the Silver Grove from New Rift. Eric says, LOL, never. I've never even seen that or heard of it until you said something. Look at me being a pioneer. Just kidding. No, I mean, Redwood Empire is pretty popular nowadays. It's not like Buffalo Trace popular, but it's getting up there. Not Buffalo Trace status, but it's getting more popular. I think I said it last time, Redwood Empire, if you're looking for the Bottled and Bond Grizzly Beast or the Rocky Top, the Rye Bottled and Bond, they just released Batch 4 on their website. You can go online, you can buy them right now. They're like $80 though, so they're high price. The issue with Redwood Empire is their Bottled and Bond and their cast strength costs the same. Their cast strength is more limited though, a little bit harder to get, but you can buy all of them online right now. So you can get basically any of their white labels, you can get any of their cast strengths or their Bottled and Bond. You can't get any of the brown labels, which is what everybody wants anyway, right now, because it's hard to get, of course. But that's you can order online if you had to. Louis says, can't wait for the New Rift 10-year cast strength. Was that announced? Bro, I feel like I predict what's going to happen with these distilleries, and nobody's giving me credit. Because I said New Rift just came out with an 8-year rye and 8-year bourbon. I said they had to have stored some away to do something else, just a little bit crazier. So, if you're right, if that's true, I'm fucking pumped. My bad. Oh shit. Louis said no. Damn, bro. You gonna do me like that on the stream? Tuxie says, damn, Louis got me all excited. My point exactly. He says, worked me up into a sweat for nothing. So just talking out loud. That's messed up, Louis. I'm just saying. Bro, I'm over here like daydreaming like, damn, bro, a little 10-year cast strength would be fucking delicious. IROC says, now I'm going to find Redwood this weekend. IROC, I will say, I recommended Redwood to somebody. They bought the white labels, and they were like, oh, I didn't like it. Didn't have enough proof. The white labels are like 90, 93 proof. I think it's 90 proof. So just be prepared for that. It's only $35 for the white labels, though, so you get an idea if you like the flavors. If you want the proof, then you have to pay for it, obviously. Eric says, Tux, it's that OG spot if you're nuttin'. Damn. All right, let's put these back. We'll put 1970 there. Why not? Why not? We'll swap a Ruski. slide the Habik down, put the bullet there. Fuck it. Until I have time to fix it later. I'm allergic to tux wrap? Bro, what? What? He says I go in, what? IROC's been selling that 1983 like if he works for him. Just so everybody knows. So if you guys want it, go get it. Potato says, brother just gave me a mixer's tenure and I'm waiting to open it with him. Are you waiting until he gets out of the bathroom or are you waiting until he comes visit and you're going to be waiting a while? Mr. Lopez says, K, I'm back. I missed anything good? Mr. Lopez, you missed everything. Missed everything. I also said you weren't coming back because I didn't think you were coming back, but you proved me wrong, so. Lopez says, and where's Strat? I need someone to I need someone to time out. I haven't seen Strat in a minute. Bro, where's my other Glenn? I'm just going to use this one. Tuxu says Strat's been absent for way too long. Bro came on the stream and then never came back. The last time I seen him was when he was live and he called in. Maybe his parents got mad that he was up too late. Eric says, figure that's why Lopez left because there's no one to kick out. Apparently Lopez is like a big deal in other streams, so I'm sure he's busy. I hate it's below the black line. That drives me nuts. Tuxedo says, just laugh my ass off. Eric, Lopez only comes out when he's needed. Lopez is exactly Eric. I can't time out you or Tux. Y'all are mods too. Lopez, would it make you feel better if I took away Tux's mod for like a couple minutes and just let you go at him or what? That's funny. Holy shit. Tuxedo posted this. I don't know if it's actually his. Let's check if it's Penelope. Probably not Penelope's. Says he has a tiny drinking problem. I can't zoom in, so I can't show you any better, but there's a bunch of bottles. That's the fantasy stuff. Fantasy League. Rochelle's a bear. I come back, wrench manager. Hey, I put you in charge of the entire Discord. I don't want to even hear it. I gave you full access. He's like, let me at him. He's like, yes, please. Tuck says, do it. When I come back, wrench manager. That's funny. Ugh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I expect this stream to be able to last a lot longer because I was going to do multiple different things with the white dog, but it didn't work. We're running out of things. Iraq says, "You good? Am I good?" I didn't say I was shutting it down. I was just saying we're running out of things. I had a lot more planned for tonight, but I ran out of things quick. So I'm like, all right, we got to think of something here. We got to do something. You know what I was missing tonight though? My Celsius. Forgot to grab it. Bro, Tuxedo's busy, bro. He's bouncing between things here. Iraq says, "You ever come to Kentucky?" Not lately, but yes, I'll be in Kentucky multiple times this year. So most of my travel happens in October, for weddings and stuff like that. God damn it! Now I gotta check. Now it looks interesting. How are the missus and the baby? Miss Lopez, that's what you miss for real. They're good. The kid just turned 4 months. He's massive. We went to the doctor. He's basically 20 pounds, like 27 inches. He's a big ass baby. He knows how to roll over now. We're gonna give him purees for the first time tomorrow, which is gonna be cool. He found his feet. I don't know. He's a baby, so I don't know. Kind of what to say on that. He does weird shit every day. Tuxedo says, yes, infinity bottle samples. I know, I need to do that still. That's why I haven't drank it, because I know I got to send it out to you guys. Oh, wait, Eric said something, my bad. Eric says, do tours? Yeah, I plan to, because I try to plan these. I'm going to try and plan the trips to be a little bit more, like more thought out. Normally, I just drive up one day. I get there in the middle of the night, I shoot the wedding, I drive back the same night. I'm planning to try and do a couple days there now so I can hit a couple distilleries, make a couple videos, hang out, probably bring the wife and kid, stuff like that. Eric says you could pour samples of the infinity bottle and prepare them for shipping to shipping them to us like you promised. I will get them to you, I promise. I'm not gonna do that live though, because I imagine that's gonna be a disaster. That, and I can't cough on yours without getting like kickback, you know. And I gotta wait till I'm like sick again to send yours out, Eric. I gotta cough on your bottles. That sounded weird. Lopez says, oh wait, I already read that. But yeah, the wife's good, baby's good. Irock says, hit me up, man. When I are you in Kentucky, Irock? Irock says he's a boss, bro. He's massive. I bought him a. Here, I'll show you. We'll swap kid pics. You know, I show you my kid. Let's little Spider-Man. I bought him a Spider-Man onesie. I don't think you'll be able to see it. He's like cheesing out though, but I bought him a Spider-Man onesie, bro. Kid loved it. He's cool. He was ripping my beard out earlier, so I focused on the cool parts. Lopez says, oh wait, he must put an emoji that says, body blue raised arms, body blue raised arms. What the fuck? Irock says, I am in the OKY. When I come, I'll definitely, Jesus Christ, dude, what are you guys posting there? Oh, you're doing like weird emojis. It doesn't like show me on my side. It like types them out. It's funny. I can't see them though. I'll just let you guys have fun at this point. Like I can look at it, but like I can't see it on this. I have to look at my phone. Sheltering. What the fuck? Turquoise white hordes. Lopez, elbow cough. The chat's been overrun with emojis. Fuchsia poop shape. Bro, what? Irock says, you let me know when you're coming, man. I can give you a tour of Knox. Maybe hit a couple places around here. If you're even if you're in this area. Irock about gave me a fucking stroke right then. It's in October sometime. I think it's the end of October, early November. That's wedding season for up there. But I'll get an exact date eventually. Be honest, I haven't looked at my wedding calendar because I know it's gonna be brutal. I know it's gonna be back-to-back days, like multiple weekends in a row, which is gonna be tough. I know in October it's gonna be very either short streams or missing streams in October. That's just what's gonna happen. Maybe I'll try to make it up during the week. I'm gonna do something, but or maybe it'll be more videos and less live streams. Maybe we haven't got that far. I don't think that far ahead. Tuxedo says, "Don't let the Kentucky guys get together. Dude's gonna start the next rebel army." Tuxedo, they're watching us. Don't say it out loud. Iraq says, sorry, the 114, the 120 talking. So you're not going to fucking show me around? What the hell? I figured you and Eric were going to meet me at the fucking airport and drive me around at this point. Eric says, don't go to Bourbon Oak. Let me know when you're coming to, and I can drive you over and we can share a pour. Or 17, one of the two. One pour, 17, same thing to me. Ricky C says, holla. Ricky, welcome to the chat, bud. Yeah, Eric, I want to go to all the new Rift. I almost said old Rift. Daniel says, I want to come. You gotta have a passport, Danielle, for international travel for that. Oh, he says, no, me mixing you up. Lopez says, then from Kentucky, you guys can come down to Cali. I don't know if that's like come down to Cali or like go across the United States. Bushmaster D in the chat says, bro, with this delicious looking beard. My beard's looking rough. You gotta come in on a good beard day, bro. Iraq says, yeah, no Boundary Oak. Ricky C says, I'm in Cali too. Honestly, guys, there's no plans to go to Cali until September 2025. Hey, Tux. I know what it said. I said it my way. Louisville, Kentucky. Daniel says it could get one easy. Debatable. It's looking fancy. Tuck says, hell no. First place Danielle is going to is Colorado. Jake says, I'm back. Update. Got my license and we're on the road. Okay, well, everybody else get the fuck off because Jake's driving. The tour guide at Boundary Oak didn't know what Glencairn was? That guy needs to be fired. Yeah, Jake says, so watch out, bro. You're not lying. I remember my first time driving, I wish everybody would have got off the road. I didn't wreck anybody, so everybody survived, but just touch and go for a minute. Ricky says, I'll be in Louisville for the week of September 14th, close to the Bourbon Festival. Yeah, fuck, is that when that is? September is the Bourbon Festival? Maybe I could go up in September then. That'd be kind of cool. IROC says, Eric, I know the owner. Great dude, but production isn't the best. IROC, give me 5 minutes with him. I'll have him fucking selling shit like nobody's business. I'm out there. Glencairn? You want a Glencairn? You get a Glencairn. Bam, bam, bam. ShamWow. Excuse me. I thought my mic was on the other side, just coughing to everybody's ear. IROC said, he says, Bourbon Festival is the shit. Need to get a ticket in advance. IROC, I don't know if you know, I'm on YouTube and I have like 2 subscribers, so I think I can get a ticket. I'm just kidding. If I gotta get a ticket in advance, I might be fucked. There's no way I can know if I'm gonna actually be able to go until like last minute. Eric says, IROC, the lavender whiskey was like lavender soap. As nice as the facility is, the juice was disappointing. Jake says, I was fine. My first drive going to lifting, going back home after lifting. I was like, I've always been driving. Hey, that means you're natural. I'm glad. That way nobody has to really like worry. Jake says, bro. That's funny. Eric says I was able to get a bottle of the 101st before it was discontinued and renamed. Save some for when I turn 21. How old are you again, Jake? Aren't you like 18, 17, 18, 16? Fuck, I don't know how old you are, Jake. When you turn 21, if we're still alive, apparently, we'll figure something out. Tuxu says, I think whipping shitties means... Okay, I'm not going to read that. I'm going back to the hard stuff, boys. If you said whipping shitties, to me, I would say a shitty vehicle. So, Jake says I'm 16, July 23rd. Oh, damn, bro, you got 6. Wait. So like 4 years and some change. I'll be dead before then. Jake says I'm more grown than any kid at our school. I mean, you're whipping shitties, bro. You're already a level up. He's like, they treat me like I'm 18. Fuck, bro. Legally, we can't take you to the bar till your ID says 21, so. And Dad's gonna have to come with us. With a signed permission slip. Nobody's suing me. Danielle said, she'd say, what the fuck did you say? A? I laughed my ass off. Danielle would be like, you said, go Panthers? hunt on my own also. That's pretty cool though. Definitely didn't get to do that until I was an adult. Danielle says, I have my ass up damn Panthers again. I only have a few more days until the season starts, and I'm not allowed to talk shit as much, depending on record. So I got to get it in when I can. IROC says, actually, in Wisconsin, a parent can allow their kid, no matter the age, to drink as long as the establishment allows it. IROC, what's funny, when I went to Wisconsin, I found that out. Not that I was to me, but I saw somebody younger drinking, and I was like, what the fuck? And bro, and I'm talking about like this kid maybe was like 15. And I was like, and somebody then had to tell me like, hey, they're allowed. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Wisconsin's in its own little world. I was also in like the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. So like I was in Boulder Junction when I went. Great fucking area, by the way. Definitely a good vacation spot. But it was not what you just don't expect to see that. So I was a little shell shocked. IROC says that's where I'm from. Boulder Junction or Wisconsin? Potato says, yeah, that's Wisconsin. They're all drunk tards, lol. Sips whiskey. That one sail dude says, bro has the beard of a god. And honestly, it looks like shit right now, bro. It looks a little rough. I got the grays are popping. It needs to be cleaned up. But, I mean, I appreciate it. IROC says, oh shit, way up there. Yeah, it was way up there. Bro, Tuxedo says, Wisconsin's so cheesy. John Dingler area. Okay. All right. Jake, we don't talk about politics too much on here because it can go south super quick, so I typically avoid it. There's times I'll slip up, but it's a little too touch and go right now because I get rowdy. And I try not to because I like you guys no matter who you vote for, so. All right, I should have asked, should I stick with New Rift or should I switch to something else? You don't have to pick Redwood or Still Lost. You can pick something else. That one sale dude says, can I get a shout out? Shout out this guy here. That one sale dude, let me do this. I'll pull you over. Jake says, all right. I thought about creating this whole separate channel just for what we're talking about, Jake, but I feel like I would get canceled in no time. It's like different. It's a different bottle. Let's do this. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up to something that you guys don't see me drink. Let's break out the Shady Mile. Now, I'll say full disclosure, they sent me this bottle, but they sent it to me a long time ago. I was not paid to say anything. So they didn't pay enough for me to say anything good. But I will say it was pretty good. Now this one again, Shady Mile's bottles in general. They're from the same distiller from the Green River Distillery. And it is also, it's like more family friendly bottle, right? It's a 90 proofer. This is their wheated one. It's 21% wheat. But the reason why I like this one, just so you know, is it does have like a little chocolate note in it. And that's like a big selling point for me. To me, I don't know why, like when it has a chocolate note, even if it's subtle or if it's prominent, it is very good to me. Potato says, how about some E.H. Taylor? I can do that next. Mr. Lopez says, oh shit, it was sent? Getting big time now, huh? Mr. Lopez, I've been sent multiple things. I got sent this like fucking January, bro. Yeah, they sent me this one, but Lopez, you saw. I got sent the Travelers from Buffalo Trace. They sent me a fancy love note too. This one's actually signed by Harlan Wheatley too. Master distiller over there at Buffalo Trace. That's when I was like, oh shit, Buffalo Trace is sending me stuff. You know we made it, boys. We didn't really make any money, and it was Travelers, so I don't know if it was like a smack in the face at the same time. I thought it was cool though. I have some other stuff in the work too. That's future stuff. He's like, I meant it respectfully. I understand. I'm on your side, Jake. I'm here for it. Buto says, is this live? Yes, it's live. Hopefully you're watching it live and you can start from the beginning. And then you don't see it until now. You know, like fucking an hour and 48 minutes in. Thomas says, or Jake says, oh, Jake Thompson says, don't forget to get your ear pierced at Claire's. Miss Lopez says, horrible bottle. The Travelers, not good. But I was honest about it, and that's why they were like, hey, thanks for the review. I'm glad you were honest. The one, it does have some perks to it. So it's bad for like bourbon drinkers, like just hardcore bourbon people. But like for everyday people, it is good. I've not had one person I gave it to that doesn't know whiskey that was like, oh, this is bad. They were like, this is okay. Ricky C says, good times, bottled and bond. Where can I get that? The early times, for some reason, oh, good times or early times? Buto says, I'm just dropping in randomly. I'm glad you're here, Buto. It's, you know, you were gone for a while, you're back. So anytime we get to stop in, say, hey, I appreciate it. Buto, don't forget to drop a little like on the stream for the boys. Jake says, Chris Stapleton is a god of country blues. Hey, you sing, if you can sing, you can break down a little Tennessee whiskey. You got them right where you want them. Luther says, okay, call me old-fashioned. What is EST under $50 bourbon to go buy tomorrow? A bottle under $50 of bourbon to buy tomorrow. He said, hey, busy man, sorry. Oh, I don't know. $50, I would go... I don't know what you've had or what your profile is. I can't remember, Buto. But I would say you could buy 2 bottles for $50. You buy a bottle of Redwood Empire, any of the white labels, and then also pick up a little Jim Beam Black 7-year. That's how you maximize that $50. But if you just want 1 bottle for $50, obviously, I would say, not obviously, I would say pick up this. Little New Rift. Get the single barrel. My light's out over there, so I can't show you perfectly, but he said best. Just hear me out. They're not the best in the world, but they're both under $50. They're both going to be high proof. You got the New Riff single barrel that's going to be ballpark at 110. You have the Still Austin cast strength, which is going to be ballpark in 116. Both have tons of flavor. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would say pick up one of these two. Venture out, get something a little bit different, and just give it a try. The new Rift I like slightly better, I think. Tux says, I accidentally mislocated IROC and now he's not talking. Okay. Jake says, crap, sounds like I'm bragging. I don't think so. He's like, I'll go look for him in the fantasy chat. New Jake, that's a skill set. Or that's a skill. TGITM says, have you heard of / tried Widow Jane from New York? Thoughts? That's just normal Widow Jane, right? Or is that, like, what's the New York part? I don't know the New York part. I've had Widow Jane. I like Widow Jane. It's okay. It's nothing too special. I think it has, like, an okay flavor to it. I wish it had a little more proof. They just came out with Baby Jane, though. I haven't had that one yet. Widow Jane, though, is, like, if you want, like, my honest opinion, it's good. And if you're a really big fan, it's worth the money to you. But it's a little pricey for what it is. So if I only had a certain amount of money, I probably wouldn't be going that direction. But if you just want something a little bit different on your shelf, it's not a bad buy. Butu says Knob Creek and Redwood are good. I like Redwood. Knob Creek, so-so. I did have Eric send me in some samples. I had the Knob Creek 12. I actually really like that. Jake says, Knob? Wow, I was cheesing too. IROC says, y'all have a good night. IROC, we'll see you in the fancy chat, bud. Vicky says, almost stopped by the store to get some Still Austin cast strength, but I got too much of other bottles in my liquor cabinet already. Ricky, that was the worst excuse I could hear. I have too much. You never have too much. You can always make room, just so you know. You can put it on top of the liquor cabinet. The cast strength is worth the buy. So, I like it's different. It's a 2-year age with tons of flavor. But some people love and have a love-hate relationship with things that aren't made in Kentucky. So, that's just up to you. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Ricky, by the way, if you come into any of the live streams early enough, when we talk about Still Austin, typically Nancy Fraley, which is one of the master blenders for Still Austin, usually comes in chat and we'll talk about it. So she's a lot of fun when she comes in. Eric says, all right, fellas and Danielle, gotta work an event in the morning. I'm cutting out tonight. Peace and love to all. Keep pouring. Love you all. Cheers. Eric, we'll see you on the other side, bud. Thanks for hanging out, but we'll see you on the next one. Maybe, I don't know. I'd say tomorrow, but I always jinx myself and then I can't make it. So maybe we'll see you real soon. Tux says, loosen IROC and Eric at the same time. Tuxedo, I feel like I'm just chopped liver at this point. We got Buto in the chat. Danielle's here. What more could you need? Jake says, Peach Monster tastes like peach rings. It's good. I am not a big peach guy, though, but I hear you. Butu says, anything Garrison you like? I don't. I haven't had anything that I've liked, but I haven't had a bunch either. I've only had like one. TG says, I just tried Baby Jane. A bit more spicier and leather flavors with undertones of rose. Okay, neat, nice on ice. I think I'm going to pick it up just because it's new and I kind of want to try it. But I don't even have Widow Jane on the shelf right now. So Jake says, I'm ahead, guys. You guys have an awesome night. Jake, appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. And obviously, we'll see you on the next one. Tuxedo is trying to keep the stream dragging on, but everybody's leaving. Tuxedo, should I end the stream or should we keep it going? At this point, it's just Tuxedo's channel, and I'm just here for it, you know? Pluto says you need to have some subtle murk. Some subtle murk. Booster says, okay, cool. I drive by Garrison every couple weeks, and I thought I would ask. I'd like to try more of their stuff just to see if there is anything I like, but I don't want to spend the money on it. That's the issue. Tuxedo says, call me off fashion. You're not pulling well right now. Danielle, Eric, and now IROC consistently laugh at my stuff. LOL. I'm not going for jokes. I'm glad they laugh at you. Why don't you go live? Or you can come on my live. You can take over. I'll send you a link, bud. I'll drop it in the Discord. Miss Lopez says, keep it going. Must be a slow night for Mr. Lopez on all his other channels, huh? Oh, merch? I do. So I have a love-hate relationship with the merch store right now. I'm switching the vendor portion of it. So they're just not fast enough. There's somebody in the chat that's not speaking English, but it always says, greetings from the bartenders of the northern cocktail capital of Russia, St. Petersburg. Well, welcome to the stream, bud. Glad to have you from Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Like, isn't like Russia just known for vodka? Like, isn't that like what you guys just only drink? Is just vodka? Booter says, no need to change. Call me old fashioned. I'm not going to change the name. But like a little patch, right? A little CMOF, right? Big old bourbon on the shirt. I don't know, whatever. I'm here for it. Tuxu says, LOL, I'm just kidding. Call me old fashioned. Obviously, well here for you. Call me old fashioned is tops. You ain't got to try and sell me, bro. I'm here. I'm all here for you guys, so. All right. Let's put back to Shady Mile, and we're going to break out the E.H. Taylor. I know, St. Petersburg is Florida, but I didn't know if, like, what the Russia part was, so. I just rolled with it. But Potato says, speaking of Jane, Sweet Jane by Deadwood, Drew Estate, pretty decent price, flavored cigars, sweet on the tip. Oh, cigars. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what we're talking about for a second. Jane by Deadwood. I could go for a good cigar right now, but I need some water. Ricky says, it's caught me old-fashioned. Have a old-fashioned recipe to share. My wife's looking to make a good old-fashioned. So, Ricky, I mean, I make my old-fashions almost the same way every time. If you want like a fancy old-fashioned, or like a super sweet old-fashioned, I'd say, then I have a few videos on my channel already. Like I have a chocolate old-fashioned. That's basically chocolate bitters, Woodford's double oak, simple syrup, smoke it. Like that's good for if you want like a chocolate vibes. If you want like a honey crisp apple, apple bitters with honey bourbon. That's good. If you just want like my normal old fashioned, then I probably have a video on that too, but I could also tell you that. Buto says, okay guys and girls, have a good evening. Buto out. Buto, breaking my heart. But I'll see you in the next one, bud. Appreciate you stopping by. Doug says, call me old fashioned. Now's your time to shine. Hit us with the recipe. I mean, I literally made it earlier, but I'll go over it. All right. He's like, okay, I'll wait for Ricky's old-fashioned recipe. All right. First thing I do, and I'm very picky with the bitters. I do not like the Angostura bitters. I just don't like them. Like, they're okay, but they're just not for me. I like Woodford's bitters. They got good flavor to them. But if you get the Woodford Spice Cherry bitters, and you would use the equivalent to like this, like a half an eyedropper full, right? And you just right in a tall glass, right? This is a little dirty, but you drop it into something like this, right? Then same thing, another half an eyedropper of the orange Woodford bitters, right into the glass. Now, if you have time, then I would say use a cube sugar. Just throw 1 cube sugar if you're making 1 drink. If you have no time, then do a ½ ounce of simple syrup. I don't make my own simple syrup because I'm lazy. People talk shit all the time. I like cube sugar when I'm not on live. I don't have time to muddle cube sugar every time I make an old fashioned on live, so I just have simple syrup for in here. And then 2½ ounces of bourbon, 3 ounces, more than likely what most people do. I do 2½ most of the time. But personally, Woodford's Double Oak is the best, but you can use whatever your preferred bourbon is. Then I use cherry, right? I put 1 cherry in, but I also take 1 spoonful of cherry juice. Mix that in. And depending on if you like smoke, like if you like the oak, then smoke your old fashioned. That does take it another level up. If you don't care for the extra oak, the extra smoke, then don't do that. But that is... Buto says old fashioned Old Taylor. I don't have the ice. Danielle says apple. Buto says he doesn't have time. Bro, it's just a lot of work to muddle a piece of sugar. You know what I mean? Because usually I'm going a little fast. Nobody wants to watch me muddle sugar for fucking a minute. I have them right here. It's not like I don't have them. I'm not lying to you. You can... One cube sugar. Fuckers. Nah, I'm telling you the truth. I just don't, I do it for speed. A lot of times I make old fashions for my shorts. On live, I guess it's a little bit different, but I don't bother. TG says, you just got another sub. I wish it was popping up. I haven't seen one of the sub things pop up all stream. Maybe I set up wrong, but I appreciate it, bro. Welcome to the family. Buto says, we want to watch you muddle sugar. It's very sensual. I really just kind of... Where the fuck did my muddler go? I did it earlier. I did the raspberries. I just... You know what I mean? I just get in there. Just get after it. TG says, cheers. Cheers, bud. Ricky C says, I think they want to watch you dilute that sugar. I think they do. So typically, I take the cube sugar, I put it in first, and I put the bitters over top of the sugar, so it's a little softer to muddle. But Lopa says it's cool. We're chilling. Plus, I had my medicine. Don't mind watching. Boots says call me old fashioned is embarrassed to muddle. All right, fuckers. I'll be back. I'm gonna go rinse this out. I'll make an old fashioned. I'll muddle the fucking sugar. I'm gonna go get ice. Be right back. Jesus, boys. Jesus. He's like, we're kidding, Ricky. Ricky says, dude, this conversation is getting weird. Oh, wait. What happened? Mr. Lopez, should I go with Rocket Pops, Apple Jacks, or pre-phased or watermelon? Fuck Apple Jacks. Lopez says he doesn't want us to see his little muddler. What the fuck? Ricky says, oh my god, you guys double dared him. Peer pressure works. I mean, it doesn't take a lot for fucking to convince me to go make an old fashioned, but I mean, Frank says muddling it. Lopez says now we can peer pressure him to do anything. Not anything. Only alcohol related things, really. I don't take shots, but you guys talk me into shots quite often. All right, let's go over it one more time, boys. Because there was one step I missed out of that old-fashioned recipe. All right, 1 cube sugar in. Orange bitters in, right on top of the sugar. You guys are cracking me up. Spiced cherry bitters in. Right over top of that sugar. All right, for the main attraction, boys. Wait for it, wait for it. I got you, a little ASMR action. Boots says just a black shirt with Call Me Old Fashioned on it. Yeah, I already sell those. I wear the jackets though, by the way, because it holds the mic. Just so you know. I don't normally wear these jackets. I mean, I do wear these jackets a lot, but like, I wear them simply because I can clip the mic here. Anytime I wear something else, like a shirt or something like that, it always, my beard hits the mic too much. And it's weird. I don't know why. And that's how you muddle it, by the way, boys. So what are we making? Are we making E.H. Taylor Old Fashioned? Fuck it, right? All right. I have to use the small side because the white dog touched the other part, but... All right, now one key factor to making an old fashioned, right? This is what I learned from bartenders, not from something I made up. You want to obviously mix the bitters and the cherry in with the bourbon, right? You want to set that there for a second. You want to get your glass. You want to get everything else kind of ready, right? I'm going to put 3 cubes in there. I don't have a fucking cube sugar. I used the last one on the earlier video, or earlier in the live stream. Where's my cherries? Get your cherries ready. Let's go. I'm gonna spice it up. We're gonna do apple chips this time, by the way. I'm gonna get everything kind of prepped up first. Butcher says 3 ounces. 3 ounces, outstanding, phenomenal. All right. So, take your glass, and you want to chill it down first. Some people won't do this if the proof is under 100 proof. I think no matter what, it does enhance it. It's like, did y'all get your muddle hit for the day? Ricky, now they... Ooh, hope that really wasn't too loud. And then you want to just give it a little twirl. Just get it nice and chilled. Real quick, you want to grab your cherry. Quicker than what I'm doing, right? Take 1 spoonful of cherry juice right in the cup. It's behind it, you can't see it, but right in the cup. Clean the spoon off while you're mixing. Then you want to pour it. Give it 1 little mix. Put the spoon down. Move your old fashioned close to the camera so you can see the smoke. Then you want to smoke it. I'm using the apple chips, so. He said, "What the hell? Apple chips, bro? It's not like it's like, oh my god, tons of apple. It's just a slight subtlety." And I like to switch it up. And the reason why I do that is because E.H. Taylor is sweet. It has cherry notes in it. I already put cherry bitters in it. I put orange bitters in it. I could have done regular oak, but I wanted to just keep it spicy, you know? Wood chips in the stir. Not in the stir, in the... I'll fucking show you here. Wood chips go in there, bro. It's like a little metal grate. And that's how you make, call me old fashioned, old fashioned. To E.H. Taylor, it's weird. It's different. Makata in the chat says, "Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you had a good week. Call Me Old Fashioned is a great start to the weekend." Makata, you're about 2 hours, 15 minutes late, bud. But I appreciate you being here regardless. Butcher said, "Oh, very sophisticated." This is, this old fashioned that I make now is from trials of like easily over 100 old fashions. And there's different ways to make it. And definitely you do the bitters to your taste. If you don't like cherry too much, do orange. You can do aromatic or Angostura or whatever you want to call it. And there's different profiles. Like I do chocolate old fashions. I have so many different bitters down here. And you can use syrups too. Like the old Elijah Craig old fashioned syrup is fucking bomb. But I have what do I have here? Like I have apple blossom bitters, which is what I use for my my honey apple old fashions. But that's pretty good stuff. And then I use the Hella Mexican chocolate bitters for my chocolate old fashions. And you can use the bitters for other things too, but that's mainly what I use it for. Potato says it's a whiskey bowl for your smoking whiskey, bro. It's basically what it is. Pluto says, wow, okay, very interesting. You know, I change it up every now and then. I change the chips that I smoke. Sometimes I'll do walnut, but it is very much based off the bourbon usually of which way I'm leaning. And if I want something a little bit more sweeter or spicier, right? Like obviously rye, I'm just gonna use the oak bitters, or I'm sorry, the oak chips or walnut, but I'm not gonna use any of the sweet chips when it comes to the rye. I want it spicy and oaky. So life is good is in the chat. Says I get it. I've been too busy. Hey, well, appreciate you being here, bud. Welcome to the stream. Kind of also said, sorry, man. Been a little crazy lately. I couldn't agree more. Lopez says, yeah, call me old fashioned, be a fancy pants now. Because I muddled the sugar. Buto says, I'm out. He got his old fashioned recipe and he's out. Buto, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you staying for the old fashioned too. But yeah, I will see you on the next one. Buto says, okay, great stuff. Got to crash. Thanks. Call me old fashioned. Danielle, Cat, E.T. all. What happened, Tuxedo Cat? He to go over to the fantasy chat or something? Guys, if you didn't know, I did fantasy football, right? I did a Call Me Old Fashioned Fantasy Football League. Everybody, there was like 40 people that voted saying they wanted in. And not a bunch of people trying to join in. Eventually we filled it up, obviously. But now we have like our own little group chat. But Tuxedo went a little crazy in there. So I said, you know what? We need to create a Discord. Oh, Tuxedo says I'm working on the Discord. Tuxedo, whenever you think it's ready, you just send the link. Or you send it to me and I'll post it if I'm not live. Don't rush it though. Take your time. I'm not expecting anything. I put Tuxedo Cat to work. He's the only wrench that knows how to do anything apparently. Shots fired. No, he just knows how to do something that I have no idea what to do. So he's helping me out. I'll have to pay him or something. Lopez says, I want my spot in the Discord, or do you want in on fantasy? Lopez, get the fuck out of here. You said no. You said no, or I would have sent it to you directly. Tuxedo says, got to be a good, calming, old-fashioned employee. Tuxedo's trying to work for his paycheck. Tuxedo, if you need something, you just let me know. I got you. Daniel said, dun dun dun. What's a Discord? Discord's like a fancy, like, AOL chat message. You know, like where they used to have chat rooms. Now they have Discords. So I can create my own chat room where only people from over here in this channel go and chat and they talk about whiskey and bourbon. Tuxedo Cat. Honestly, Tuxedo Cat should have his own room, like a little fucking cat den or the high classroom. I don't know. We can work on that. And Tuxedo can have his own room where he goes fucking nuts in or something. because he does in the fantasy chat. What's funny is like half of it's call me old fashioned people. The other half is like family members. Let me run through you guys who's in my fantasy league right now. Just we're going off topic, but we're going somewhere. So you obviously have me, you have Tux, you have my wife, you have Big Bob, you have my we'll call him father-in-law, right? You have Alex, you have Ride the Lightning, aka Mark. You have Chargers Are Better, which is Brendan, which I believe is Smooth as Butter's son, if I'm not wrong. You have my buddy's wife, who's in there as well, which is also one of my wife's best friends. She wanted somebody to play with as well. And then, of course, you have Smooth as Butter, aka iRock, right? So it's like 50-50. But the chat's going nuts, right? We have the little chat room for fantasy. And they're fucking just Tuxedo Cat's saying the craziest shit sometimes. I wonder how far back I can go. Oh, that's my personal chat. Like, he's saying, like, how he found the G spot in there. Like, it's just like how he is in here. He's no different. But, like, when it's not on YouTube, it's different, you know? But then he went in there and, like, him and iRock and a few other people kind of just chimed in on, like, sports for, like, an hour. Just ba 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 ba. So I thought it was fucking hilarious. Until I realized not everybody knows to turn the notifications off. Lopez says, we getting paid for being wrenches? What the fuck? Mitch Lopez, no. Tuxedo's handling the Discord. So if he wants to be paid, I would pay him for it. Yeah, I'll pay Tuxedo for it if he needs it. Whether if that's in merch, bourbon, or money, I don't give a shit. Lopez says, where's my check? The kitty cat cave. It's a little too weak. I'm thinking higher, you know? Probably like a tuxedo lounge, you know, is what I was thinking, like a tuxedo lounge. No, I think Discord would be cool though. Once it's like going, it'd be like a cool spot. I wanted to have two pieces of it. One for like just fucking free for all. Let's talk bourbon, let's talk shit, right? And then one for like bourbon hunting. So when you guys find something cool, you can either send a picture, say, hey, I found this in this area. Also, that's partly for me, so that way when I go to those areas, I know to look, you know? But also because you guys, I can't be live 24/7. You guys like to hang out with each other, so I figure a nice, good spot for everybody to congregate. That, and when I'm not live, I'm always on my phone, so I can always chime in too and hang out with you guys a little bit more. Tug says, I want some of those huge blue dollars from Blue's Clues. Bro, I'm drawing a blank. Did they have money on Blue's Clues? We just got a letter. Lopez, I don't know if you were here last time. Did you see? I took samples from somebody. I'm just bringing down the proof, you know? Get it? Proof. No, Eric sent them in. And I just want to point out, because I like pointing it out, I tried somebody's samples. I risked my life just trying samples. And I got sick immediately after. Not like throwing up or anything, but like I got a cold. Didn't help. It didn't help for the future of my sample tastings. Just saying. No, but Eric did send in some Pappies, bro. He sent in a Van Winkle Lot B. It's fucking delicious. It had a peach note, which I'm guessing is what the COVID is I was tasting, but whatever. Ricky C says, good ask. Where's his check? I know, right? Lopez, when Tuxedo gets our Discord running, or tells me what to do, are you gonna come in the Discord? Maybe I got a wrench over there waiting for you. Who knows? I don't know if they do wrenches over there. I know nothing. You'll have to ask Tuxedo. Lopez says, I licked the sample bottles before I packed them. What's funny is Eric also says, oh, I just got sick too. And I go, I wonder how I got sick. It was Eric. Eric sent them. Out of all people, he's been on a lot of call-in shows. He looks like a reliable guy. He doesn't look like he's trying to kill me. So I said, here you go. He sent them to me. I drank them. I was sick. Now he's sick. I'm just saying, what's the correlation? Sample bottles. So. Lopez says there's mods over there too. Yeah, I had to give... Bro, Tuxedo can kick me out of my own Discord right now. He has all the power. So. Ricky says, thank you. Great information. I found here today, said Yoda. Okay, Ricky, he would have said information great I found today. Just so you know. But have a good night, Ricky. See you in the next one. Hopefully we see you soon. Tuxie says there will be mods and there will be only one. Lopez, you're on Discord? God damn, bro. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm out of it. Maybe I should have been more prepared. If Mr. Lopez is on Discord already and I'm not, maybe I found the outlier issue here. Maybe it is me. Hey, I'm the problem. It's me. Danielle says, laugh my ass off, call me old fashioned. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whenever I've done social media stuff, it's always been YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And you can always message through that stuff, you know? Discord's like a chat room, which I've never been in chat rooms like that. I've always been in my own little lane. So, either way, I will say, just for anybody that is caring about the review of the Old Fashioned, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to waste E.H. Taylor in Old Fashioned though. It's not good enough to be like, hey, gotta make an Old Fashioned with that. It's way better neat. So, don't waste it in Old Fashioned. It's just better neat, so. Liz is going to bed. Oh, she's in the chat. She says, good night, boys. She's going to bed. Good night, senorita. That's funny. Lopez says, Discord's cool, pretty easy to use. That's reassuring. So the Discord is easy to use. I've been in Discord. I've been in a Discord where I've used it. Like I've chatted in it before, but I've never created my own Discord. So that was like the difficult part. Potato says, "What would be your top 4 for an old fashioned how you just made it? Woodford's Double Oak." Now, granted, if it was a Woodford's Double Oak, I would have used the cherry wood chips. I wouldn't have used apple. But the bitters, the sugar, everything would have been Woodford's Double Oak. So, Potato, just so you know, I think you've asked before, my number 1 for everything is Woodford's Double Oak. It's weird, I know, but that's just what I like. If I had to say a different bottle other than this, and besides the Bardstown single barrel, because it's very similar but just higher proof, I'm gonna go Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, 100 proof. The proof is good enough to use the ice to chill it down. It pairs well with the bitters, and it doesn't matter what chips you use on that. It's good either way. Lori says, "This is exciting." Lori, I mean, I appreciate that. I wouldn't say too exciting, but I'd say it's okay. It's not too riveting, but we're getting there. Daniel says, "Is this dead now because everyone is on the chat thing?" No, the Discord's not even up yet. The only one in the Discord is Tuxedo Cat, and the only reason is because I'm incompetent and he knows everything about Discord. So I asked him to help. So, but thank you for letting me know my YouTube channel's dead. Matt in the chat says, "Great beard, my brother." Hey, I wish it was as great as everybody says, but it's looking a little rough tonight, to be honest. It's I look fucking homeless, boys. Like, it's a little frayed out. I need a little oil. I need a little beard lotion. On Fridays, typically, I need to get a good deep conditioning, bro. Just let it sit there for like an hour, soak in all the good juices, and then it's back to like the shiny, silky smooth, you know? Catch me on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday, I'm looking right. By Friday, I'm fucking barely hanging on. Daniel says, "No, don't mean dead. Quiet. LOL." No, Daniel, it's okay. Tell me how you really feel. Potato says, "Woodford's Double Oak is really good bourbon anyway." It is. So some people have this notion to where you can only make old fashions with bourbon that's cheap or mediocre because it's a cocktail. Me personally, if I'm gonna make a cocktail, I want it to be the best cocktail I can possibly have. Maybe that's bougie. You know what I mean? Who cares? I don't give a shit. Woodford's Double Oak is moderately priced. It's expensive to some, sure, but it's around $50. You know what I mean? For a $7.50 bottle. To me, I'm okay with spending that for a really good old fashioned. You know, because I'll spend that all day, double that sometimes for pours. Matt says, "Try a blow dryer and a round brush. You're welcome." Matt, I've had this beard since 2019. I got blow dryers, beard straighteners. I have every product known to man. I just get lazy on Fridays. I have everything. But typically my Friday schedule is I get off work now. You know, I go to like my second type job. Then I'm also on here. I'm trying to get shit ready for the live stream because we've been live for almost 3 hours now. I'm also getting thumbnails ready. I tried to build the Discord today. I don't really have time to like fancy up my beard and look pretty for you guys. I do my best. I do my best. I didn't come out. The kid was pulling on my beard today. What's funny is my beard was like this. It was like a big round circle because he was yanking. I will also say, if you have a kid, the beard hairs underneath, they're gone. Might as well just forget about them because they rip them out. So, the other day I washed my beard in the morning, combing through. And I was pulling out so much hair. I was like, I may not have a beard after this. So, Matt says, still looking good. Hey, appreciate it. Matt, do you have a good beard? Or do you have a beard? We don't have to say a good beard. Do you have a beard? Do you know what you're talking about? Are you baby face over there giving me tips? I feel like you have like a mid-range beard, no grays of course. And I feel like it's got so much beard oil in it right now that it looks shiny. Potato says, I always say make your cocktails with something you love and you get a cocktail you love. Potato, if it was only that easy, right? I agree with you completely. The issue is the internet disagrees with what me and you say. If you go over to my TikTok, I'm not saying go to my TikTok by any means. I post on TikTok though. And I posted my top 5 bourbons to make an old fashioned with, which was Woodford's Double Oak. I believe it was Woodford's Double Oak, Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, Grizzly Beast Bottled and Bond, Redwood Empire, Woodford's Double Oak, Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, Grizzly Beast Bottled and Bond. What else did I fucking put in there? Oh, I put Wild Turkey Rare Breed too. And then, I don't know, I put something else. And everybody's like, your old fashions cost more than my bourbon expense a week. I said, sorry, just not, this is what I like. You know, and they were like, you need to put Evan Williams Bottled and Bond because it's $20. I go, I don't fucking care for that. It's good, just not what I want. Matt says, it's decent. Been growing mine since 2017 and not trimming it. Ooh. Like, I've never wanted to see somebody's beard more, but like a 2017 beard, probably here. I trim my beard quite often, so I try to keep it clean-ish, right? The issue is bro, my beard was like down here like fucking last month. You couldn't even see my shirt colors when I wore this. I shoot weddings for like, I'm a wedding photographer, it's my main job. So like, when I go to weddings, when I have a longer beard, the hotter it is, the crazier it gets. So I gotta try and keep it somewhat tame or I lose all control. Matt says, some grays, it's red with a few grays mixed in. That's kind of mine. It's red, brown, and I got a lot of grays here in the goatee, but I've had the goatee part right here since I was like fucking 13. So I imagine that was gonna go gray first. Or it's a weird turn of events. We're talking about fucking beards, gray hair in 2017. Matt says mine's professional. Definitely keep it trimmed. Hey, I'm here for it. I had like a little beard. And then right before COVID hit, we went on vacation, so I was growing it out. COVID hit, I let it go crazy. Bro, mid-COVID, I could have fucking braided this bad boy. But, yeah, like right before the channel, I started cleaning it up more. I don't even remember what's in my Glen anymore. Is this a 1915, the 1920, and the 1910 mix? Is this what this is? Yeah, definitely. What a weird nose on it. Yeah, that's what that is. Well, Old Forester has this taste to it that, like, when you drink it, you're like, Old Forester. If I ever had a blind, I can guarantee you I'll pick out Old Forester. Oh, one of my cameras died. Let me go change the battery real quick. It's only gonna take a second. That's how you know we've been live a little long time when the batteries die. That means we're doing something right. There we go. Now we're cooking with some gasoline. Let's check the mics because that usually dies on me too. The mics are good. Let's switch the music up. If you guys weren't here for the NFL, for the Fantasy Football League draft, I had this. I had to play it. I'm pumped that football's about to be back. So Matt says just had Eagle Rare and Di Serono, old fashioned. It's sweet, but damn. Wait. You mixed Eagle Rare and Di Serono? That's a weird combo. I've never heard of that. Potato says I've had to keep mine trimmed short. I'm a machinist. Don't feel like wrapping it up in a machine. I used to work on CNC machines. That's why I used to have mine short before COVID because I stopped working there. I ended up working a sales job before I did weddings. And yeah, they told me I either needed to tuck it into like hoodies and like be weird with it, or like I used to try and put it in ponytails. But I was like, let me just shave it off. So I kept it like stubble back when I worked on CNC machines. So yeah, I've done tons of different weird jobs. CNC was cool because that was like one of my first AC jobs because it was a nice fancy facility. Machinist though, you get if you're programming these things, I wasn't built like that.
Don't let this field general quarterback really get 25 yards on you, Cody. I know you got distracted, but that's all right. I think the baby's coming in like
My buddy's live on his YouTube channel, and I was like, did we do a live at the same time? Are we having a live off right now? Well, if you boys got a recommendation on what I should pour next, if you know what's on my shelves, let me hear it. If not, maybe I'll rifle off a couple of what I may want to drink next. Holy shit, bro. Tuxedo just wrote me like the longest message.
So how's that gonna work? Oh, code 2 days before 8 a.m. So how's that gonna work? Nick, are you gonna take off for like a couple? I mean, like I got like 6 weeks, I think, off. So no Nick articles throughout the entire season, bro. What's up? Yeah, I'm re-upping my subscription. What's up?
Matt says try Di Serrano 1 ounce, bourbon 2 ounces, and bitters. Okay, I don't have Di Serrano right now, but Matt, I think I'll do that. Potato says I do a lot of custom manual machines work making pumps, plastic, industrial plastics, pliers. That's pretty cool. Tuxedo said rar, meaning he's back. Interesting recipe. Tuxedo, that was a while ago, bro. Oh, for Matt, my bad. So, Tuxedo, do you have a preference on what I should drink next? Should I already bring down the Penelope, or are you gonna pick something different? Because this is still the 1915 quote unquote. I'm thinking we do maybe one more pour before we end anything. Try to end it around the 3-hour-ish mark. Maybe longer if it picks back up, but I'm here. I'm here for the people. Don't everybody answer at once. Don't all answer at once. It's okay. What I'm thinking for next pours is going to be either the Russell's Reserve single barrel or Russell's Reserve private barrel selection. My bad, not single barrel. That's a good bottle I like drinking. Or we switch up and we start doing some rye. That's always an option. If we're not going to do rye, I'd say let's do a I don't know. I'm down for Penelope. I was leaning that way already. So we'll go ahead and move over then. Well, let's do Penelope. If we have to do one more after that, we'll do the one more, but we'll switch up. A little vanilla bomb. In honor of Tuxedo trying to fix our Discord. He messaged me, but he messaged me like my wife does, super long paragraphs, so I can't read it yet, but he's got us going. Hopefully by next Friday, or maybe even Sunday. Who knows? I don't know how long this stuff takes. So, Potato says, "Yeah, I say right." Okay, I'm gonna do a small pour of Penelope. While I present you my rye options that I'll drink. Because I have ryes I won't drink here. So, fuck. Let's keep it here. My bad. I keep doing that. That's my fault. That's my fault. Potato. Sorry for coughing in your guys' ear. Potato, what's your favorite rye? My top 3 ryes are gonna be the Bullet Rye 12-year. That's number 1, of course. If I had to go number 2, I'm gonna go Bardstown Origin Series Rye. Number 1, number 2. Number 3 is going to be the Redwood Empire Emerald Giant. These are all bourbon-friendly ryes, I would say. Right? 3 different price points. Right? You got cheapest, middle, most expensive, right? $35, $50, $80. So take it how you will. This one is very good, but this one just has something that I just really like about it. So, Potato, you pick. It's totally up to you. I'm down for whatever. I have a pour of Penelope right now, though. A little half pour, I'd say. So I'm going to drink that first. Then Danielle said number 2, which is the Bardstown. Danielle, you've been here long enough. You know, the Bardstown almost never goes down. I've drank this Bardstown on multiple occasions, and the bottle never ends. I pour a pour, it never feels like it goes anywhere. Where like the Penelope has been here since December, and like the bottle is almost gone. Tuxedo says deuce. Oh, number 2. Well, I'm drinking Penelope right now, but
boys. 3 minutes to go. I got my 2-point conversion this time though, so let's see if I can have a new ending on this one. Oh, Toddy. Oh, Cody. Nice job, Cody. You literally switched user last second.
Potato says, I'd say Redwood Empire. It is really good, right? Especially for the price. I mean, the Redwood Empire rye is really good. I imagine they have a bottle of bond, the Rocky Top. I imagine that's even better. They have a what is it? Fuck, what is it called? There's a bro. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm gonna pull up their website just so I can fucking figure it out. Fuck, what is a rye? Devil's Tower. They have a high rye bourbon, Devil's Tower. It's the kind of tan label.
Yeah, he takes it back. He goes, no, it's cool. I'll go fuck myself. I hope Cody wins. Dude, what a wild deal. Like, sit on YouTube and just get sloshed. Oh, he dropped the ball on that one then.
That's funny. But yeah, no, the Devil's Tower is fucking supposed to be really fucking good. So I want to get the Devil. Honestly, all the brown labels I want to get. So that's just a thing of mine. I want to get the Screaming Titan, which is a wheated bourbon, the Devil's Tower, which is a high rye bourbon, and then they have a single malt, which Foggy Bureau, I believe it's called. They're coming out with batch 2 of everything within the next month. They should have everything. So I'm pumped for all those. Potato says, I like Mixer's Rye too, but I'm a Mixer's guy. I hear Mixer's Rye is amazing. I don't own it, so I don't remember off the top of my head. And I know we're not talking about like the 10-year or anything like that. I know those are fucking balls to the wall. I will say, I kind of bring this up a lot, right? But I always feel like this stuff's important. When it comes to the expensive bottles, Mixer's 10-year, right? Pappy's, Blanton's if you just don't have a budget to go find it, right? You can go to a like around me, there is a liquor store that's called Industry Pub, right, in Jacksonville, Florida. They have a pour of everything you can possibly think of. They have a bottle that you can get a pour from. Some pours are more expensive than others. Like if you go get like a Pappy 23 year, it's like $40 a pour. But you can go get pours of like everyday stuff all the time for fairly cheap. So like if you're not somebody that wants to go buy expensive bottles and you like living life off of like the cocktail makers, Jim Beam 7-year, Evan Williams Bond, that's totally fine. But you can also go experience some of the more expensive bottles for just a pour at a time. You may come out with a high bar tab, but you'll be able to experience a lot more versus going to buy every single bottle, trying to keep up with like as much as I buy, you know. But that's what I recommend. Maybe I try to do that like on maybe this Sunday. Maybe I try to bring the wife. I don't know if they let kids in, but they'd have to if to let me do it. But I could have the wife hold the fucking phone. We go live on the phone from the little bar. Maybe not this Sunday. Maybe the following Sunday. That would make more realistic. I'll give me more time to plan it out. Maybe reach out to them to see if they're okay with it.
Last time for the boys. Yeah. Oh my god.
Did you just hear him out how he said that? Because he was trying to make that happen. I heard
Played stick. Oh, Holly's just played her next game at Idaho State's glorified indoor practice facility. I'm down. I've been trying to find cooler stadiums to play at. Something.
no way we go back to it. Okay, that's fine.
Who's winning that game? Cody. Burn. It's a dog.
Dude, we both have thrown like 5 interceptions each, like multiple fumbles, like
Tuxedo Cat says Devil's Tower. I mean, I haven't had, so I can't say it's the best thing, but I imagine it's delicious. The Screaming Titan. There's not a single review I've watched that people don't go, yeah, this is fucking bomb. So I've been wanting it for a while. I can't remember who keeps telling me. Somebody in North Carolina keeps telling me they have it up there all the time, and it's just sitting on the shelves. I want batch 1 because they're about to come out with batch 2. I just want to be able to compare the two. But yeah, you don't find it here in Florida. So I may need to drive to North Carolina just to pick it up. Let me switch. See? We got Bardstown Bourbon Company Rye Origin Series coming up next. Currently, we are drinking a little Penelope Architect. We have a slight little pour. A little pour of that right now. Once we finish that, the chat has spoken. They're going to want us to switch over to that single barrel. I'm sorry, the Origin Series. So, after that, we're probably going to end the stream. I think it's about that time, you know? 3 hours plus. I think we're cruising down. Most of the OGs have left the chat. But if there's new people in chat, feel free to ask some questions, right? Feel free to also drop a little like on the stream, maybe a little subscribe, help us on our way. Right now, I have a goal of 1,500. It's not much, right? We're nobody crazy, but I'd like to get to 1,500 so we can stick a little knife in it, you know? Tuxedo Cat, just so you know, in my other fantasy football leagues, I'm drafting second. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm drafting like fucking 5th in ours, which is brutal. Tuxedo says, Gregster56 says, just subscribe. Gregster, welcome to the family. Appreciate you subscribing. Cruising on our way to 1,500. So thanks. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hello. We don't bite. Tuxedo might, but I don't. Tuxedo says, we need to have a long overdue formal introduction to Danielle being an OG. A ceremony of sorts. Tuxedo, you're pushing for this. Shelton said, you live? I'm live, but I'm also watching somebody else live.
Slide in the cold quarterback, see if he can make some magic for you, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use him before. No way.
Oh my god, I can't fucking type.
Cody, that's so crazy. Follow my.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. Danielle being an OG, does she qualify? I don't think she qualifies. I think she has been here consistently though. I will say that. As much as she's a Panther, or as much as she's a Canada fan as far as hockey goes, she has been active in live. So like, could she qualify? Sure. I think we need a full vote though. It can't be just my vote on that. Potato says Mixers also had a limited release toasted barrel finish rye that was pretty damn good. I saw that. I didn't get my hands on that, so I didn't try it. I don't know if I don't honestly. I don't know if I would like that because I like toasted barrels by itself. I like some ryes by itself. Toasted finish rye. I don't know if I would like. I'd like to try it once. I don't know if I want to buy a bottle of that. Daniel says don't even. Daniel, I gave you props to. I gave you good props. Don't let. I didn't completely shit on you. I asked for callers on the call-in show. Daniel, oh, fuck, damn, you're trying to convince me too, Danielle. I asked for callers on the call-in show. Danielle called in, right? Pretty consistently. She called in. Been here consistently, even though I've been talking shit about the Panthers. So I mean, fuck. Is she an OG then? Tuxedo? Fuck, you make the call. I put rest in peace, me, and my opinions apparently. I don't know. I guess we can't she qualify? I'm gonna guess she probably can't qualify. Bonnie over whiskey comes in, but he doesn't really come in anymore. He doesn't like hang. He talked me into it. I don't make the rules, you know. Fabian says, "How's that Barstown?" So, you kind of came in like mid shift, right? You just came at shift change. Right now, I have Penelope in here, right? So Penelope Architects. So I am not actually drinking the Barstown. I'm always honest, but this Barstown, the Origin Series, fucking bomb. It was my favorite rye for the longest time, but I will say, my number one rye now is the Bullet Rye 12 year. This one is better. It's also cheaper, which plays a big factor, but this is like $50, this is like $80. This has more flavor, but this is also very good. It just depends on the profile that you like at that point, but the Barstown is good. Everybody kind of voted on the Barstown to be the next pour that we have, so that's what we're drinking next, technically. Yeah, no, I mean, for the Danielle comment, no, I mean, as much as I love making fun of Danielle, because I like to make fun of people sometimes, you know, I like to make jabs because she's a Leafs fan, I think, but eventually she'll convert to a Panthers fan is what I'm hoping. But no, she's been here consistently, hangs out with the chat, very active, called in with the call-in show. I think it's only right that we consider her an OG if everybody else is okay with it. That's not just a me decision. That's a Tuxedo Cat push, but I think it qualifies. Tuxedo Cat's going to have the final say, so he's going to have to put either OG or non-OG in the chat, and that's up to him. I just do a live show. Tuxedo runs everything. Tuxedo says active out the ass. I mean, she has. Bro, to be honest, Tuxedo Cat, she's been in here long, and you're fucking dipping out, hanging out with other streamers. So when you were hanging out with other YouTubers, she was in here. And I like how she does the dun dun dun. The only thing weird is she drinks Colt 45s, not whiskeys, so. That cold's still trying to get me, boys. All right, let's switch it out. We're gonna move on to the Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series Rye. This one is a 96 proofer. Bro, this is a synthetic cork too. For those of you who are just now popping it, right? Maybe you're clicking on the thumbnail, whatever the case is. Whenever I have something bad, right? I get something that's disgusting, and I don't want you to go buy it. I gotta change the camera angle here. This. Don't fucking buy this. This is disgusting. If you like cream corn, if you like canned corn, sure, buy it up. But if not, don't bother. It's not that good. It's actually disgusting. I put it in a mixed drink with like sweet tea, lemonade, muddled raspberries, a little lemon juice. Still couldn't get rid of that fucking taste. I can still taste it. If I burp, I fucking taste it. Danielle says, hey, I'm drinking Bell's. What the fuck is Bell's, Danielle? You may be hurting your submission with that one. What's a Bell's? Is that like a Canada thing? Tuxedo out here has a couple drinks, starts handing out OG spots. All of a sudden, they start saying they're drinking Bell's. I'm just saying, Tuxedo, that's your judgment. Tuxedo said, poor guy at Wendy's sounded like completely dead inside. Bell's is Scotch whiskey? Tuxedo, we gotta rethink what you fucking promoted. Scotch? Danielle. What are we doing? You've been watching the channel for so long. Apparently you're an OG. You don't know what bourbon to get at this point? Am I not giving you good enough recommendations? Am I not helping your decisions on the whiskey choice? Danielle, just pick this up. Just go pick this up. Jim Beam Black 7-year-8, $18 for a small bottle. I don't care if you sip it, baby sip it. Just drink that. You ain't gotta do scotch. You know what I mean? Tuxedo says nope, too late. She's in. Danielle, get some bourbon. Get a little whiskey. If you're in here drinking scotch, she goes, it was my grandpa's favorite. Always get it from time to time. Fuck, Danielle, you gonna fucking hit me with something like that? Gramps out here said that's his favorite. You could have led with that. Just saying. Before I completely shitted on it. I'm not a big scotch guy. I haven't ventured into it enough to really like talk too much about it. I can talk shit because like why not, right? That's always fun. But like I can't recommend a scotch. But nah. It's not no bullet. I know. I don't know what Canada has. I've never been to Canada, so I don't know what they have, but I'm sure they have all the Canadian whiskey that I shit on. Like they probably have Caribou at the ass, right? Crown Royal. I will say, like Crown Royal normally isn't that great, but if you ever had Crown Royal XO, a little bit harder to find for some reason when it comes to Crown, but it's actually fairly good. It's definitely my favorite Crown. Like if we're talking about Crown, but I don't buy it anymore. But I also have shelves of fucking whiskey at this point. Excuse me. But no, the Jim Beam Black, it's cheap, so that's why I always say it. Crown Year 18 is really good. LOL. I have the Crown 18. I didn't care for it as much. I have the big fancy purple box too, but I don't put it in the shit. I don't put it in the box anymore. But it's okay. They came out with like a Crown Royal recently. I just got the email. It's like Crown Royal like 30 years some shit. I'm not gonna buy it, but I remember when the Crown Royal 18 year came out. Oh my god, I ran to the store. Where is it at? And they had one box left. I got it, and it was good, but it wasn't anything too special. And that's when I was like, "What the fuck did I just buy?" And then I started buying a bunch of other stuff, and that's how we ended up here eventually. But the Crown Royal's fun for certain occasions, and I got to be in the mood for it too. Like I got to feel nostalgic to drink Crown Royal.
I think I just got Cody's number. Christian says he beat you 35-6 earlier. Didn't hear about that.
Danielle, when Tuxedo finally finishes Discord, are you joining the Discord? Do you know what Discord is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, unless you have something super riveting to say or ask questions, feel free to fire away. I'm going to finish this pour, and I'm probably going to shut her down. I think it's probably about that time. We are currently at 3 hours, 16 minutes live, which is a long time for us. Not a long time. That's middle range. Danielle says how. I don't know. That's a Tuxedo question, to be honest, but... Tuxedo said, get the app. Join from the link we send you in the live stream chat. LOL. Eventually. He didn't post a link yet, but when that time comes, apparently. Mr. Mom says, just dipping back in. Mr. Mom, appreciate you popping back in. We're cruising towards the end. We're slowing her back down, right? You never know. We may be live 5 hours. I keep saying that. I said I was going to be done in an hour and a half today, so we've doubled that. Potato says, I like it when it's pretty sweet flavors. Cherry, sweeter, oak. Fairly light being 18. Wait. I liked it. It was pretty sweet flavors. Cherry, sweeter oak. Fairly light being an 18-year age whiskey in Canada for you. It is. It's stupid light for an 18-year age. But that's part of my love-hate relationship with it. Like, I think it's good. I think it's okay. Let me start with it. I think the Crown Royal 18 year is okay, but I think it's more of the name sells it more than what's in there. Tuxedo says Danielle will send it after me and call me old fashioned. Finalize some stuff. We just got to finalize some stuff, apparently, Danielle. I like Tuxedo Cat. Do whatever the fuck it wants. On at this point, I don't care. Mr. Mom says Tuxedo Cat. I've never been mistaken as skinny. Just saying. I mean, damn, me either. But Tuxedo's eating right now. Apparently, he's at Wendy's. I could go for like a McDouble right now. I'm just saying. A little large fry.
What's when? Probably because Montro's gas wearing his ass out.
KM says, what state are you in? I'm in Florida. The KO88 says, Bartown Disco 11 fucks. How good does it fucks at 88? Is it like real good fuck? Light fuck? Like half a fuck? Did they even finish? In and out. KM says in and out? Oh, like the restaurant In and Out? We don't have that in Florida. I've had it. I've been to California where they have it. Potato says Crown is like a lot of Japanese whiskeys. Colored climate because less apart from the barrels. Yeah, no, I know. I'll also say it has less unique flavors than Japanese whiskey. Like I have the Hibiki right here, right? The Hibiki is a 86 proof, which is super, super light. But it has super complex flavors when it comes to citrus and floral. Like you can sit here and sip it all day because it just tastes like summer. But the downside is a proof, which is why I don't drink it that often. But the KO says a full wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Cam says In-N-Out Burger. Ah, cool. We don't have In-N-Out Burger here, but I gotcha. Mr. Mom says Danielle, and that's a no. I pick secure and secluded spots. For the skinny dipping? Just stay in the water and wave. Cam says I had a dram of that tonight of the Barstown Origin Series. Okay, apparently not. I'm mistaken. He says, "What do you have? Never seen that bottle." This bottle right here is the Barstown Bourbon Company Origin Series Rye. So this is a 96 proofer. It's I mean it's okay. It's not my favorite rye anymore. It was my favorite rye for a long time because it's very bourbon friendly. But my favorite rye now is the Bullet 12 year. But it's good. It's my never ending bottle. I feel like I drink it and it never really goes down much. Cam says just joined. Sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay. Oh, the Hibiki? Yeah, no, the Hibiki is a Japanese whiskey. I'm not drinking it right now, though. I'll put back the... I mean, we've had quite a bit tonight. Tonight we started off with... Where the fuck is that bottle? Tonight we started off with Buffalo Trace's White Dog, right? Dog shit. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's $25 for this little bottle. Now we're gonna do some stuff with it. We're gonna see if we can revive it at all. But it tastes like canned corn. Not in a good way. Canned corn. Right? I had a second bottle. I had a backup bottle for a different day. I was hoping I didn't have to use it, but I used it because I realized that was shit. So let's talk about something good. Old Forester 1910, double oak, Old Forester. It's good. It is actually really good. It's only 93 proof, but it's got some decent flavors to it. So I don't necessarily know if I would say that's in my double oak category. It's got oak to it, but it's not like Woodford's double oak. We went from that. We went to New Riff Single Barrel. We had some Penelope. We've had some Bardstown Origin Series rye. So we've had some stuff. KO says, "What's your favorite bourbon bottle in your shelf?" In my shelf, because normally I'd say Woodford's double oak, but I don't have it right now. So right now, fuck, that's a hard question. I really like this New Riff Single Barrel. This is definitely in my top. But I would have to say, if I had to pick only one, it's going to be Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. This one's probably my favorite on my shelf. But I have a shit ton of shit on my shelf, so. Excuse me. Cam says, "Cheers, I'm having single malt Maggiotto." I don't know how to pronounce that. Cat says, "Skinny dip in a hot tub's kind of like, just sounds like a bath." Yeah, it is. Cam says, "Old Forester rye is good, and I'm not a rye person." I'm not a rye person either. Like, I feel like I'm getting there, but I'm not currently. I don't qualify yet. Cam, so you had that last week. I mean, I typically start with like the new bottles, and then I move to like my older stuff. And whatever I feel is like popular or just my favorite at the time, that's what I go to. So, yeah, I had New Riff last week. You can also see the bottles quite a bit lower, but I like drinking it. So, I was just telling you what I was drinking tonight. Mr. Mom says, "Tuxedo Cat, no soap in the hot tub." Debatable, but I feel you. KO says, "Damn, I've had the Redwood Empire. I will pick up the New Rift." If you've never had the New Rift, definitely go for the single barrel though. Don't just pick up just the bourbon or just rye. Pick up the single barrel of each of those. The single barrels don't vary too much, and they're higher proof. A couple extra bucks was definitely worth it. If you can find the 8-year rye or 8-year bourbon, pick those up. But I can't find those, so. KM says, "Look tasty." Honestly, bourbon in general, whiskey in general, is always tasty. It's just depending on your profile, you know? But I'm here for it all. Oh, I just clicked on weird shit. The next kind of bottles I'm going to pick up is going to, fuck it. I'm still looking for the Screaming Titan, Redwood Empire, Foggy Bureau, Redwood Empire, Devil's Tower, Redwood Empire. Beyond that, I want to pick up the Russell's 15. That's one I definitely just want to have on the shelf. And then there's a few that people keep recommending me, so it's just depending on what I find. Base Mom says, "Blue Note, Juke, Joint, yes or no?" I don't know if that's to me or just everybody, but I mean, I'd say it's probably a yes. Daniel says, "Tux, we will do that when I come to Colorado, LOL. Skinny dippin'." Tuxedo says, I guess so. He said okay, don't let me lie. Potato says, "You ever tried a Wheatley vodka yet from Buffalo Trace?" So, Potato, I'm not a big vodka guy. I would love to tell you yes. My wife likes, she likes Tito's. I had this vodka that was sent in to me from Shady Mile. It's called Ambush Vodka. It's like a Texas vodka. It's okay to me. She likes it. So until all those gone, I'm not going to buy the Buffalo Trace Wheatley vodka yet. It will be next. Maybe I bring it on the stream first. I bought a lot of stuff for her to come review on the stream, but the kid has been so crazy lately, she really hasn't been able to come on. because we got the Costco vodka, which is supposedly supposed to be the AKA Grey Goose. She would concur on that, but I'll wait for her official review. My wife drinks the vodka. I drink the bourbon and whiskey. I do want to get the gin though. I want to get 2 gins that I have in mind. There's one that's a bourbon barrel finished gin, and then I want to get a Deadpool gin just because I like Deadpool. Taylor says it was way better than that White Dog. LOL. They can make something clear and good. I mean, I agree with you. I could almost guarantee you that the Wheatley vodka is better than the White Dog. Anything's better than that White Dog at that point. And the White Dog was like, it started off good. It just needed to be finished good. We got it midway, and they thought they can make some money from it. That's what my thoughts on White Dog is. Danielle says, Aspen reminds me of Dumb and Dumber. I have to go. Dumb and Dumber. Damn. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about that time we end the stream. So we'll go over some, what do you want to call it? Some housekeeping items. So, you're going to see some fantasy football stuff. If it doesn't pertain to you, feel free to ignore it. That's not our main content. We're going to go live every Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to start trying to go live a little bit more, but I think we're not going to put a day to that anymore. We're just going to try and just do it. You know, maybe we go live on Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Who knows? We're just going to do it. So, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, of course. And then on top of that, we're going to have a Discord coming soon. Tuxedo Cat's going to let us know when it's officially ready. We're going to do some housekeeping items on that. And hopefully we can get you guys into the Discord where you can chat, hang out, talk some shit, do some shit like that. So, Tuxedo said, face. I don't know if that was to me or Danielle, but I'm going to go ahead and start to end the stream. Mr. Mom says, I saw Jim Carrey the other day with a beard. Totally unrecognizable. Jim Carrey's kind of off his rocker, but I still think he's one of the greatest fucking dudes. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going ahead and end the stream. Maybe we're on tomorrow. Maybe we're on Sunday. I'm going to try and do a little bit more than what we've been doing. So buckle up. Hang tight. Of course, as always, I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side. Peace. I got to play the music. I didn't hit the button. I didn't hit the button quick enough. So what do you want? You want football? We won't play that. Let's play the intense one. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next Friday at the latest. If not, turn the bell on, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. And I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side. Peace. Have a good night. Stay safe. Of course. Love you all. Bye.